You are now watching That's on Giants with Shakes Montana. Let's get it.
And the New York Football Giants take the field here at MetLife Stadium.
Alright, what's going on, Big Blue Nation? What's happening out here? I know it's been a
Chill.
long time. I shouldn't have left
You're
you, but I'm back now, man.
been a
You
long
dig?
time.
And man, I got my boy Ghost
Mm,
Dog with me,
Yes, sir.
and we got a lot of news to talk about, man. Since last time y'all heard from me, man, I was sitting here going off about, you know, goddamn Giants and hopefully tanking and trying to get the number one pick and some more shit. You know what I'm saying?
Crying.
Yeah, man.
That's what it
Cause
was. A
yo,
whole lot of
like
that.
y'all motherfuckers, bro. Y'all who with these
Giants
meaningless
can't do
wins,
it
bro.
right. It wasn't meaningless though.
That shit was
Look,
whack,
we
bro.
ain't gonna get into all that. There's
Yeah, yo, that shit.
brighter and better days ahead, Shakes. Why are we dwelling on the past?
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause that was the last time they heard from me and shit. You feel me? You know
I
what I
hear
mean? On
you,
these airways, you feel me? That was the
but it's
last
been
thing.
a
But now,
long time,
yeah, it's been a
right?
long time.
Shouldn't have
Cause
left you.
now
Then
we got a
step two.
Harbaugh in the building.
And
Yeah, that's right. A
aren't you
Harbaugh.
also a Ravens fan? So you better than anybody else that, as far as I'm concerned, can tell us what we in for as Giants fans.
Bro, I'm glad you said that shit because, like, people got this shit all twisted, but we gonna talk about all this shit. You know what I'm saying? We
Super
gonna talk about
twisted.
what the
Because they was
Giants,
talking crazy Shakes.
what the
Oh, he
fuck we
can't
should
do it with
do.
Lamar, MVP, multi-running, right? Wasn't they saying that? He hasn't done it yet with Lamar and all that. It was crying. A lot of noise, Shakes.
But that's the thing, bro. Like, this all season has been the off season of crying and saying, okay, look, man, we made it this far and we can't get over the hump, so we firing our head coach. Baltimore did, Pittsburgh did, Buffalo did.
A lot of teams did it.
You know what I'm
A
saying?
lot of teams.
So yeah, we had like 10 head coach jobs openings, and we got the big fish. We got the number one guy everybody
The
was
number
waiting
one,
on. And you know how
Mr.
you could
Harbaugh
tell
himself.
that the guy was the number one guy because ain't nobody make a move until he made a move. You know what I'm saying? It's like as soon as he signed somewhere, now everybody want to sign. As soon as
All
he
of a sudden,
signed,
the rest of the dominoes fell.
yeah,
Right,
Stefanski goes to Atlanta.
right,
Yeah,
right.
man. Mentor
McCarthy
goes
going
to
to the Steelers. What? What?
now.
Yo.
That was interesting because I kind of knew that, and I talked to LRP. I told him I was like, man, I think they're gonna go with McCarthy because he's a Pittsburgh guy, and not only that, he's good for that state. If you
Mm,
understand what I mean, like it's
mm,
that state of
mm.
mind. I think it's McCarthy's all the way, and it was surprising to me that they went to Tomlin and then had Tomlin there for so many years. But they're a loyal organization, which gives me the
As are the
question.
Ravens.
Yeah, not really, but kinda. They is loyal to a default, but if you don't get the job done, they'll get rid of your ass fast. Like the Giants to me is more of a loyal organization than the Ravens is. Like the Giants will have you
Really?
on the staff for like 30, 40 years.
Oh,
And
Ronnie
you know what I'm saying?
Barnes.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even deserve to be
we
there. You know
go.
what I'm
We
saying?
gonna get into that though. We definitely
So
gonna get into that.
yeah, so I think they more loyal than that. But Pittsburgh is a loyal organization, and for them to go with Tomlin, shouts to them for all those years. But
Yo,
I think McCarthy is best for them. Like I said, he's a Pittsburgh guy. He's gonna want to bring Pittsburgh back to that dominance. Now,
you
I
think
got a
Aaron
few
Rodgers
questions
stays
with it.
though? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe, and I think that's the
Mm,
whole reason. And I ain't gonna say that's the whole reason why they made the decision. There's a whole bunch of other reasons. Like I said, he's a Pittsburgh guy. Pretty sure he
yeah,
went in there and said, "Man, I want to bring Pittsburgh back." You know, what I mean,
right.
and he sold it to the owners, and they was like, "We want you." You know, but
Mm,
um, but I think also it was the endorsement by Aaron Rodgers. Like, look, man, I won a Super Bowl with this dude. Let's see if we can do or make magic one last time. You know what I'm saying? So
hmm.
yeah, I do think that he does come back. But my question to it is, well, I got a couple. Is for him, he needs a great defensive coordinator. That's number one.
Yeah, he
He has
does.
to
Big
have
time.
a great defensive coordinator, or he's
Big
going to
time.
fail. He's going to fail.
Yep.
But also my thing is just the biggest question of that. With this organization, they only had three coaches in history. You know what I'm saying? In history, and this is they go back from like the 60s,
They're
70s, or some shit.
cornerstone franchise shakes. They one of the
So,
pillars of the NFL. You know what I mean?
so my thing is, you get in coaches that will sit there and like Coward was young when they got him. Tomlin was
Yep.
young when they got him.
Yep.
So you got guys that will be there for 20, 30 years. Cool.
Mm.
McCarthy is about 64, some shit like that. He ain't got 20,
Mm.
30
He ain't gonna
years.
be there for long.
Yeah, bro,
10
he
at
ain't
the
got 20,
most,
30 years.
if
So
they lucky.
that's my question for that shit. Is like what they gonna do with that. But it is what it is. Like I said, I think it is a perfect match for them. Then the Ravens with Mentor. That's a good hire as well.
I
But
was
some
about to
people,
ask you how you feel about that one.
I like it. I like it. Dominance, defensive dominance. Get that back to Ravens mystique. I like that. Now here's
So
the
hold on,
thing
because I'm gonna
is,
ask you. There was a situation with Lamar Watt and Cliff Kingsbury, though. What's that about?
I
If you
think
could
they got him.
elaborate.
I think they
Okay, for
got
the
him.
offensive
Yeah,
coordinator.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah. So
okay.
he gets what he wants. You know what I'm saying? But what mentor is, like I say, defensive guy. But my question, or some people's question, it ain't even my question, but some people's question is, well, this guy ain't no Harbaugh. He's no better than Harbaugh. What you doing? But and I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But
Ain't that
at
the
the
point
same
though?
time,
Right?
it's not.
At
It's
least for the
but here's the
Ravens.
thing. For the Ravens, it's more of okay. We've been Super Bowl bound for about 3, 4, 5 years, right?
Running,
Right,
running.
and
Right.
we came up with donut. We came up with zero. So it comes to a point in time where we have to make a change. So something new in the building maybe can get us over the hump, or it's going to deflate us where we can really start all over and start refresh. Now, the thing is, when you do that, you do got to make sure that you have a good coach in hand. He don't have to be a hardball, but he has to be a guy that is fresh, minded, coach that has a direction and that wants to play the style of football that you want to play. Not only that, he's been in the building before. He's worked for Harbaugh before, so they know this guy. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So,
You're right. That's right. Yep.
so yeah, it's a good hire. And then you got Tennessee with Robert Sala.
That's
That's
a little iffy for me. I don't know, man. That I just think
you know
Salah's
agree
one of
with
those
that.
dudes where he's just better as a coordinator, man. I'm gonna be honest. But we'll see. I wish Cam Ward nothing but the best, man, because that boy definitely deserves a proper sensei. Shout out to LRP with the senseis matter, man. They really do. Coaching matters, man. It's so fundamental, man. I can't stress that enough. I'm pretty sure you feel the same way, Shakes. You know what I mean? Coaching absolutely matters, man.
Hell yeah, I've been saying that shit for the last 3 years where I'm sitting there
Yes,
like, yo,
sir.
Cable gotta go. Like he has to
Ben
go, and
had to
we
go.
kept on. They kept on bringing him back, and I'm like, okay,
Yo,
whatever, all right.
speaking of that though, like, what's the situation now where like the Bills is considering Philip Rivers as the head coach, and like, what? Are they crazy up there? What's going on in Buffalo? Are they for real? What he coached
No,
anything
no,
outside of high school?
he didn't. He didn't. But the
Like
thing is, you know what I'm
that's
saying? Like
blasphemous.
they like his mind, and then also the whole thing is they are now just catering to Josh Allen. It's a Josh Allen uh organization now. Whatever he wants,
He definitely
he
is the
gonna
face of
get.
that franchise.
But
That's an
it's not
absolute
even
fact.
just a face. You know what I'm saying? He is the guy where like
The
the
guy.
GMs, the coaches, and all the like is going to him to say, who do you like? You know what I'm saying? The owner, all of them is like, okay, who do you want? So that's why Philip Rivers is in the mix, because Philip Rivers is a idol of his, um, and I think they got a close relationship. As well as I think Davis Webb, man, tried
Yeah.
out for that job. So shout out to our
Yep.
boy Davis Webb.
That's a
But he's
fact.
another guy that's
Former Giant. Yep.
yeah, but he got a relationship with Josh Allen as well. Dable has interviewed with another guy that has a relationship with Josh Allen. So you see the pattern. It's like, who do you want, Josh? We'll give them to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the route that they're going with. And that's cool. That's
Facts.
cool. That's cool. And then the pick that we kind of like. My nephew likes it. I like it. LRP was like, that's a good one too. Jeff Hagley with Miami Dolphins. Um, they they went and got the Green Bay Packers GM or wherever he was in that organization, made him the GM for Miami, and he said, "I'm bringing my boy on some Joe Shane shit." You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Mm.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. He was a hot commodity. I told you he was one of my wild card picks when I was telling you about. Or
Yep. I
back then
remember.
when I was like, "Yo, let's go for Spags" before Harbaugh was even available. We was talking about this, and I'm like, I'll go for Spags. You know what I'm saying? But
I
my
remember
wild
people
cards
was
was
telling me that
Hag.
Harbaugh and Tomlin wasn't going to be available, and look what happened.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, once I seen Harbaugh hit the market, I'm like, man, Tomlin
Uh-huh.
definitely ain't going because
Yeah.
he went to the playoffs. I mean, he won that whole
Mhm.
battle of the who's gonna get fired bowl. You know what I'm
They
saying?
told me I was crazy.
And
Ain't
then
a
when I seen
chance in
Tomlin,
hell.
but the thing was, Tomlin wasn't gonna get fired. Tomlin stepped down. He quit. He's just like, all right, look, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired.
Shakes, can I be so
I'm
real with
over.
you? Can I be so 100 with you?
Mm-hmm.
Tomlin sealed his fate the moment he brought Aaron Rodgers into the building. You understand what I'm telling you? The moment
I
he like
can't.
pushed for that man to come into that building, pause, he
I can't.
signed his walking papers. I knew it
Nah.
back then. I knew
But
what
see,
time,
here's
like
the
no,
thing.
no,
Again,
no watch on the wrist. I knew what time it was.
and
Okay.
I think you can't say that you're wrong. And respectfully, because if that was the case, then he would have got fired. The thing was, they wanted him to stay. He stepped down.
I
Okay,
hear you,
now
Shakes.
you'll be right if that was the move that got him
I
fired.
hear you.
Yeah, I mean,
I
no,
hear
he
you.
stepped down. Now here's the thing.
I just think he
You
got
know what I'm
tired.
saying? But
I think that
here's
was
the
his
thing.
last ditch effort.
Exactly, he was tired. But my thing is, that goes to the coach that he is. That you sitting there like, oh, well, Aaron Rodgers could have cost him his job. But even Aaron Rodgers, he takes him, an old man, Aaron Rodgers, takes him to the playoffs. The playoffs.
Man,
Just like a Russell Wilson. Take him to the playoffs. These guys don't even deserve to be out there anymore. But the coaching of Tomlin got those guys to the point where they either in the playoff picture or they in the playoffs. And that goes to bode well to Tomlin's coaching ability. But he wants to take a little time off. I don't. To me, people are saying that he's done. Period. I
nah, he's
don't think
not. He
so.
gonna come back.
I
He's
don't think
doing the
so.
Sean Payton. That's what he's doing right now. He's
Yeah,
doing the
yeah. I
Sean
mean, give
Payton
him a
move.
year or two to just,
Couple
yeah, I mean,
years, yeah,
enjoy
he gonna come
his
back.
children, his grandchildren, see what's going on in their lives. You know what I'm saying?
And
Because
don't be surprised
man, coaching,
if it's the Jets.
man, hey, we'll see, man, we'll see. Cause
Hey,
you know what's so
I'm
messed
just
up
throwing
about
that
the
out
Jets,
there.
bro?
It'll be
So
crazy.
the thing that's so messed up about the Jets is that they need a quarterback, and then it was like
Big
Okay,
time.
it may be like two good quarterbacks in this draft, like top notch elite quarterbacks, which was Mendoza and the Oregon kid. And the
Mm,
Oregon kid was like,
he going back.
nah,
Nope.
I'm going back to school.
Negative. Yep.
Yeah, I'm going back to school. So now you got the number two pick, but there's no number two quarterback for you to
My
it's
God.
terrible, bro.
Yo, it's
So
not a good
like,
look.
what are they
It's
gonna
bad.
do? What are
This
they
is a
gonna do?
slim pickings for quarterback gear this year, real talk. And then
Oh
ain't,
man,
ain't Archie Manning having some situations health wise, right?
I don't know about all that, man. I ain't
Uh-huh.
gonna talk about that. I ain't gonna talk
Yeah, I
about that.
bet. I bet.
I don't know. All I know is that I mean, he went off this year. Shouts to Arch. And next year, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
he's gonna be the number one pick
I
overall.
hope so.
So we
Because he
going,
is a
man.
Manning. You're absolutely
No,
right.
for sure, he gonna be there.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
so and even if that is the story, if that's true, then that's going to even build more to the story and the legacy of Arch Manning. You know what I mean? Oh, he overcame this and blah blah
The
blah blah blah.
first family of
Yeah,
football. Yes,
you know
sir.
that's how it's going to go. But man, listen, Harbaugh cleaning house, man. We got a little what's some call it for that, right?
Oh yeah, we got slides. We're gonna get into it though, step by step, you know what I mean? Because
Oh,
this is That's on Giants. You feel me?
that
However, it would we would be remiss if we didn't do a quick little head coach roundup, if you will, across the league. However, Shakes, we just gotta get right into it, man. The two sides to every presser. What was going on with Joe Shane the other day? Why was he quaking under his voice, gasping for breath? Yo, for a second, no lie, I could have sworn I heard his knees cackling at one point in between his words. Can you tell me what exactly, or rather, like what you think he was going through in that moment? Because it looked crazy, real
I
crazy.
mean, and you know what? That's crazy that you pointed out there because when I was watching, I was saying the same thing to myself. Like, dang, he seemed like he out of breath. Like, I don't know, whether it was like excitement, you know
Nervous.
what I'm saying? Was it nerves? I don't know, but I do know like it feels like a weird relationship.
Right.
Like, like, like when he had Dable, it was more like, okay, yeah, I mean, I'm the head
Equal.
motherfucker in charge.
Equal, maybe even
Yeah,
a little bit above you.
but
A
no,
little
not
bit.
even for me. For me, my perspective is I'm the head
Okay.
dude in charge, Joe Shane. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? This is my
mm.
general right here. So whatever I
Okay.
say, he gonna roll with it, right?
Okay. Okay.
Right? Well, Harbaugh is not gonna be like that. Now you're like what you're saying that with the equal. That's how he feels with Harbaugh. It's like I can no longer just make a decision and say, "Oh, I want to get rid of Saquon Barkley." Harbaugh's like, "Hell no, hell to the no."
I, I'll
Okay,
say
and then what you gonna do?
Harbaugh
I'm
is
gonna
above
run
him
right
now.
to. I don't
I don't even
know.
think they
I
equal.
don't. I don't know. You know what? I mean, maybe like if you give like a little nod to somebody, it probably is gonna go to Harbaugh. Like for example, right? Like say like if they are at odds with that, like okay,
For whatever.
Harbaugh
Yeah,
wants to keep
could be whatever.
keep Saquon, but Shane is like, let's get rid of him.
Nah.
So
Yeah. Okay.
now, yeah, I mean, okay, what's gonna be the decision? It's no longer well, Shane just going, yeah, I mean, hit that button like he can. No, he can't, because now Harbaugh can go right to the owners and be like, nah, I said I wanted like this, and so who you side with? And they gonna automatically gonna sign with Harbaugh. Like, shit, you know what you talking about more than he do. Look what he was doing before you got here. So
It's a fact.
yeah, like I think in that aspect of if it's a draw, I think the nod gonna go to Harbaugh. Yes, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, in all aspects, yeah, you may be right. You know what I'm saying. Like he has more of a say, but and in the brighter pictures, yeah, they like equal. You know what I'm saying? It's no longer like this is my general. It's like, oh shoot, like we both captains at this war, and that's how Harbaugh wanted it. He was like, yo, that's what he wanted in paper. Like, look, I don't want to have to sit here, because here's the thing, and I'm gonna tell
Uh-huh.
y'all why he wanted it like this. I'm gonna tell y'all. I had a little study with it. I don't know if some people read this too, and shout outs to you if you did, but um, in Baltimore, Harbaugh was banging the table for the Ravens to draft Puka Nacua in the fourth
Mm,
round.
mm,
He was banging the table, and they decided to go with a cornerback who
mm.
who ends up cut this previous year, right? They
And
cut
look at
him,
Puka where he at now.
and look what he doing.
Mm,
So
mm, mm, mm,
Harbaugh was pissed about this,
mm.
bro. So that's one of the reasons why when he comes into this building, he's like, I don't want that to ever happen again. I don't want to have to bang the table for a guy, and they like,
So hold on. So you
no,
telling me basically that what happened over at the Ravens was so who superseded him? Because I don't know. How,
the Casa.
okay, so he's the GM over there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay. So was that a situation where like ownership was like, all right, the cost you got, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And they were
yeah.
just too much involved.
Because the Casa has the
The
overall
final
say.
say.
Yeah.
Got you.
So yeah, I mean, because he is the understudy of Ozzie Newsome. Like
Mm,
that's his guy.
got you.
So
Right,
you know what I'm
right, right,
saying? The
right.
Ravens go to DaCosta, and they value his opinion more than a Harbaugh. Not to say that they didn't value Harbaugh's neither, but if it's a draw like we just spoke about, they were going with DaCosta's word. Like, all right,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Well, all right, you said we need a cornerback. Well, go ahead. That's your choice. And that's what they did. They didn't get Puka, and Puka's going to fuck off, and he's looking like
About to go to
now.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm saying
Almost.
right. Now, give it granted, you know what I mean, they were saying as well, like, he also had some misses too. You know what I mean? He banged some tables for some kids that didn't end up anything. But that's anybody. Like, I got kids that I didn't, you know what I mean, claim, like, oh, that's my guy, that's my kid. And he turned
Mhm.
out to be a bum. But I got kids that was like, yo, that dude's nice. And like my champion, Lamar Jackson, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I told y'all, you know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
you're going to have hits and misses. You're going to. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, that was the whole thing about that was he didn't want it to be like that in New York, man. He wanted this organization to follow his lead. Like, look, I've been in this business. I
I
won
know
a
what
Super
I'm doing.
Bowl. I know
Right,
what I'm doing.
right,
Let me rock, yo. Let
right.
me rock. If y'all want to change in the organization, if y'all sit there and thanks to Coughlin was told
The
Mara to
Coughlin
get,
cosign. Shouts out to
bro,
once a giant, always a giant. Tom
bro.
Coughlin. Yes,
Coughlin
thank you.
said, get off
Yes.
your ass and
Ass
get your
and
ass
go
to Baltimore.
and
What is
we
you
gonna get into
doing?
that though. We gonna get into that.
What is you doing? But yeah, so
With
that if that's the case and you need that change in this organization, let me cook.
that's a fact. That's a fact. And then shout out to John Harbaugh. Look, talking about the two sides of the presser, whereas one was nervous, all over the place, scattered like bird shit, right? The other one was calm, cool, collected. John Harbaugh at a couple points in the presser kind of singled Joe Shane out a little bit, didn't he? Am I mistaken, Shakes? Did he not repeat his name a couple times, like right, Joe? Right, Joe? And
Nah,
then
he definitely did that. But
and then he
the
even
thing,
talked to Mr. Mara was
players.
like, I wanted this job, John Mara. Like
Mm.
it was just
No,
night
he
and day.
no. He
He just came in
addressed.
here ready, and
No,
yeah,
yes, yeah, and he
yes,
addressed them all by one, even the players. Like right, we talked about that, right? And you know what I'm saying?
yes.
So
Yes, sir.
He singled
Yes,
a lot
sir.
of motherfuckers out. Like he had single conversations with each and every
Yes,
one
sir.
of these guys, and
If you don't like football, we can have you go play somewhere else.
get up
Right,
out of here.
Joe?
Get up out of here, bro.
Right,
Get up
Joe?
out of here, bro.
Oh man.
And his attitude, like his excitement, bro. Here's my thing, right? And we've been doing this for a long time where we would listen to the press conference, we would listen to the pressers, and they'll be like, Black Freezy and J Rock, shouts to all them boys. They would ask me like, all right, what do you think? They ask the whole panel, what do you think about what he just said? And my response is, my answer is, all I heard was want, 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 want. You know what I'm saying? Because they all just be, that dull, boring. Well, that's what we
Dry
did, and we
ass.
did. Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
That
that's how
PR
we
shit.
evaluated
Yep.
the quarterback position. So that's
Yep.
what we went with, and yeah, that's what we got today. And blah, blah. It's like it's rhetoric, like it's repetitive, and to me, like I
Redundant.
can't stand that. Yeah, it's like, all right, get that shit out of here, bro. I can read through that easily. When he came into the presser, pause, Harbaugh energy, bro. Sat there, you know what I mean? Was like,
He
look, this
just
is what
lit
we're
it
gonna
up.
do. Booty, 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 boo.
Yep.
And answered the questions like, yeah, I mean, boom, blah, 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 blah. It was no dancing around the questions. He was direct. He had
No half
energy
stepping,
with
you
it.
heard?
Right. And he, like you said, he pointed and pointed each and every one of them out like, this is what we had a conversation about. Right, right,
Yes,
right.
sir.
Yeah.
Right?
So,
Yep.
yeah, I mean, like, yeah, man. I love the presser. I was like, man, I can't wait because now, like, I can actually listen to these pressers and feel like, okay, let me see what he's really talking about because he knows what he's talking about. And yo, man, it's a whole bunch. It's a whole bunch about this that I love so much, and we got so much to touch on. So pause, but
So
yeah,
much to look forward to too, Shakes, man. And you know what, man? Combine is around the corner. Draft season is around the corner. We definitely gonna be talking about it, man. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Look, perfect timing. It's popping up on the screen. You know what time it is, man. And yo, look, you said it earlier, right? What did Tom Coughlin say to Chris Mara? Get on your horse
yo,
and go down and handle business.
here's the
And yo,
thing.
shout out to ownership. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no, the thing was, you know what I'm saying? You know how like he was like a shy dude that had to go talk to a girl, right? And what I mean by that is like you like a girl, she likes you, you see that the eye contact, all that shit.
You know
And
what I
then
mean?
it's time for you to go and talk to him, but you have step and you like, all right, now I'm gonna give it. You know what I mean, let her finish talking to her friends first, and then I'm gonna go out like when she's not talking to nobody when she free. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
ain't no half stepping, right? So I feel like that's how Mero was, and he was like, he told Kaufman like, oh yeah, well he just lost his job. Let me just give him some
Coughlin told him,
time.
like, get on your
That's
horse
what I'm
and
saying.
ride your
Hold up,
ass down
yeah.
there.
So he was
Yeah.
like, "No, I'm gonna give him some time." He said, "Man, hell with that. Hell with that. Giving him some time. You take your ass to Baltimore and knock on his front door and tell him that Tom sent you." You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like,
Facts.
like,
Yo,
and
and then Chris said it in the presser too. He was like, yo, this is the first time I even talked to John Harbaugh. Right then
mm-hmm.
and there. And he said, Tom Coughlin told me, get on my horse and get my ass down there. And and then Chris Merrill says something to the effects of something with Joe Shane. Yo, I'm of the mind that Chris Merrill don't really F with Joe Shane like that, bro. And this, pay attention, Shakes, because with the situation where, shouts out to John Mara, cancer's a mother effer, speedy recovery and all that, man. But I think there's a power shift going on here now where if they signing like, I think they putting things into effect where, God forbid the worst case scenario happens. I think Chris is going to take up that mantle. I think this is what this is right here. I think this is why Chris is having so much of a more of a hands-on situation. Now you got the Tishes involved more too. There's also the situation with the third family involved now. Remember, what is it? The Koch or the Koch family
Mm-hmm.
bought a couple shares. So I think there's a power move
Huckleberry
going on
man.
within ownership. And I think that has a part to play in the whole John Harbaugh situation as well. And yo, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out Mosley, LRP. I see y'all, Coach. Salute. Y'all already know what it is, man. Man Cave. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No doubt, man. Shout outs to all of y'all, man. Thank y'all for joining us, man.
But
No,
what you
yeah, I
think,
mean,
Shakes?
ain't no
And like you said, he only
promotion,
has
just
to
pause.
answer to ownership. You understand what I'm going with this, though? I think the new dynamic within ownership allowed this to happen. You get what I'm saying?
And I, I, I like watch a lot of documentaries and all that stuff. So a couple of documentaries I watched was I had told people about the 2011 Super Bowl. I just watched that documentary. That shit was awesome, man. Just gave me memories
I'm
and
about to
shit.
check it
But
out.
yeah, it's on YouTube. And I'll link you. I'll link you when we get off the joint. But man, also the history of Wellington, Maryland. I just watched that because I just wanted to learn everything that I need to know about this organization.
He was a
Like
pioneer,
this
man.
was, bro. This dude put the
Fundamental
Giants in the
in a lot of
war in
ways to the NFL.
1945. Y'all don't
Yeah,
like people ain't never talk about.
don't
I
even
ain't never
know.
hear nobody talk about that. But he
They
put
don't
the
even know.
Giants players in the war against the Nazis in 1945.
Yeah.
That's a real story. I mean,
Yep.
seriously, bro. And he was participated in the war. He was in the Navy. What like unbelievable. As an owner of the New York Football Giants, unbelievable, crazy. His story is wild. If you ever want to check that out as well, man, check that out, man. That unbelievable. Shout outs and rest in peace to Wellington Maryland, the greatest of all time.
The Duke.
Um, but man, so watching the evolution of the Giants, man, it's unbelievable. Like everything that we have went through, everything that we have overcame, it's wild. Why did I even get to that? I don't remember. But yeah, what was your question about it though?
Nah, like, do you think that the new dynamic within ownership has allowed for this John Ball hire? Do you think that if
Yo,
it was
that's why
only
I
up
did
to
that.
John
That's
Mara, would
why,
this have
yeah,
happened? Is what
that's
I'm
why I
getting
did
at.
that because um, watching that documentary, I seen where they and Wellington Mara specifically made changes to like better the organization. So Wellington
Mm,
Mara would never been the type that would not change for the betterment of the organization. Now, I don't know where it stopped along the way and with John and all that, but um, it became where we started to be stuck in our ways type of thing. Now, like every time that they did make this change to like, okay, we never done this in the organization, but now we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do it this way. And I'm saying all that is because they never did things this way as far as the head coach can go to the owner, he can go above the GM and make decisions. This never happened in our organization. It was always head coach to GM, GM to the owners. So now this change, I think, is for the good because man, he come into the building and he fires everybody. We don't talk about it. You know what I mean? I mean,
mm.
he fires everybody. Even what was the guy, the president that we got rid of, man, that been there for like forever as well, man. Got rid of his ass too. You know what I'm saying?
We
Uh,
got rid of a lot of people, bro.
bro,
It's shit crazy.
everybody, yo. Ronnie Barnes, they was like, yo,
There
look,
was
you
supposedly they even revamping like the training equipment, and like I heard there's like a
and the
whole
trainers. And the training staff, everything. He
equipment, the training
bringing his
staff, the whole
whole, yeah,
nines.
yeah.
Mess around,
He
they
bringing
fired
his people,
the cafeteria staff. That'd be crazy.
bro. Everybody get the hell up out of here. And you know what's so crazy is that I said that shit about 2 3 years ago. I was like, man, everybody need to be. Matter of fact, I said that when got rid of Saquon Barkley. That's what happened. And I said everybody need to get the fuck about it. I don't care the
Uh,
water boy, everybody, like
yeah,
everybody
you
needs
was
to
tight.
fucking go. I was
I
mad.
remember.
And god damn it, everybody is gone. Shout outs to Harbaugh, baby. Yeah, man. But Ronnie Barnes is still here. But they done switched his
He in
whole
a
role and everything.
yeah, they made
Yeah,
him
yeah,
step
yeah.
down. He's like a
But he oversees it though. Like
advisory role.
he
Yeah,
oversees it. You know what I mean? So I think he does get like final say on things as well. So yeah, I mean, even though they moved his job around, yeah, he still
yeah.
got some say in the building. But
Speaking
he
of,
shouldn't.
let's get right to it though, man. The house Harbaugh housekeeping, house cleaning rather. We got rid of Andrew Patterson, right? That's another name out there. D-line coach. Ronnie Barnes, he stepped down. We kept Charlie Bullen. We got rid of Carmen Brasillo. Now we was talking about this behind the stage or backstage rather.
Mm.
How you feel about that? Because I think we should have kept him, bro. I'm gonna be honest, and I don't know why they
I think a lot of Giant fans feel that way. And notice that I had asked myself out of that situation. Right now,
yeah, you did
let's really
early
talk about
too.
this.
Because I was like, whoa, Shakes, you need to relax. That's one of the bright spots of
I don't
this
care,
whole
bro. Like
situation.
I don't care, bro. Like he gotta go too, right? But that was my whole stance on it. But listen, here's my thing. All right, everybody loves Ronnie Barnes. Now, why would you love Ronnie Barnes? All right, let me tell you why. Our offensive line was ranked like 30th, 32, 31st in the league for years on and back to back to back to back. And then when he came along, I think it got better the first year, but it wasn't like high. But this year, ranked ninth, right? Offensive line ranked ninth.
Uh-huh.
Crazy, crazy. Um, but not only that, the the offensive line was ranked fourth as far as I think the run. It was something like that. It was something crazy that they was like ranked number fourth, and I'm like, dang. So yeah, it was the rush. So I'm like, sheesh. Like, yeah, I mean, like his numbers is wild. So I get it. I get it. Like everybody loves Basillo. Okay, cool. Now my thing was, for one, this is why I don't really give a crap about Basillo. I never did. Um, cause like for one, I didn't think that it would like his offense would get ranked that high. For one, I didn't never did that. I knew what he did with the Raiders and all that, and the offensive line was fair. It was average. It was cool. It's like, all right, cool. You know what I'm
That's all
saying?
we needed over here, though, man. We've
It
been
right,
bad for
we
so
did,
long, like you said,
but
Shakes.
I did, and I get it. But it was like, okay, I'm not jumping hurdles for this motherfucker. Not only that, then he like my thing is right. In order for you to do that, you had to get guys to come into the building that knew how you wanted your offensive lineman to be. Like it wasn't like you coached up Evan Neal and now he's a Pro Bowl offensive lineman. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
You
uh,
coached up guys that you had over in Vegas that knew what you wanted to do, and then they had some. Well, Van Rotten had a good year prior to this season. He had a good year, but this season to me stepped back. Illuminor had one of his best seasons of his career this year, but I'm like, to me, I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't give two shits. You know what I'm
you don't
saying?
like Luminor, man? What's up with the
I
hit
don't. I
Luminor here? I
don't. I
noticed you
don't,
just
bro.
don't F with him, bro.
I
What's
don't,
up?
bro.
Talk to me.
I
What's
don't, bro.
why?
I
Why you
don't.
don't like him?
To me, it's just mediocre token to me. Now, I know,
Mm.
like I said, he was number fourth. I think that's what I think it was. Like, I think he was number fourth in all of the. I don't know, man. It was something about that. But yeah, I mean, like, shout outs to him. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to him. But no, bro. Like, we can do
Yeah,
better, bro. We can do
you
better.
right.
Like that shit was an anomaly. Yeah, I think he was in pass blocking. That's what it was. Number four in pass blocking was a little north, some shit like that. But yeah, man, like I ain't impressed, bro. I'm just not pressed, bro. I think we can do better. I think we can be better. So to me, I think he just had to have his guys in the building, and I'm not really rocking with that, bro. It's like that's you need that to be successful. Then your system and your coaching ain't really all that to me. Now, I'm gonna say that because also when I found out the news, I was like, dang, they didn't bring him back. I thought they would though, because like the players was lobbying for him, like they really
They
loved him.
was, especially your boy Illuminor.
Yeah, they really loved him, and the Luminor should be out the building. So I don't know why he lobbying anyway. So,
Yo,
but anyway, right?
not
So
even as a
nah, man, fuck
depth
that, man.
guy.
Like, can we
That's
move on,
crazy.
bro? Like,
He
fuck
said,
that,
"Let's get
bro.
Marcus Bo up to speed." I hear you, and I'm with you on that.
Not even, I mean, even
Or
if you
whoever.
go, my boy, my go in the first, I'm not mad at that. You
So
know what I'm
hold
saying?
on. Let me ask you a
But
question. Is Falele and Tannenbaum coming over here? Am I saying that right?
Lindenbaum, and
Linderbaum.
I don't know about Falele, bro. Falele is
Okay.
some shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
What positions
Yeah,
they play
like Falele
on the
is a
line
guard.
again?
Falele is a
Okay. And
guard.
then
Lind,
Linderbaum is the center.
yeah. Now
Okay.
Lindenbaum is a beast, and that would be the big fish that I would love for the Giants to go get, and that would be
So you
awesome.
telling me JMS is
Also,
up out of here if we land him?
I don't think so. I think that would be a
Switch
great
him up to guard
understudy.
or
You can
understudy?
you can
Okay.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like you can be under Lindenbaum and learn some shit and be that deaf guy, and then you know what I mean. We need somebody to jump in. You can jump in, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know Lindenbaum, bro. You know what I'm saying? This guy's a
Mm,
Pro Bowl center, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna
mm.
be the big fish in this free agency. And you land a Lindenbaum, it's a wrap, bro. Like this is what he wants to do. This is what Harbaugh loves to do.
Finito.
Now, here
The
my
ball.
thing was this was when I seen that and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So who do they think about bringing in? And I automatically was like, okay, I'm pretty sure he wants his Raven guy. He's gonna bring in this guy from the Ravens. Now he is an option, but there's another option that's on the table, and I was shocked to hear about it. I was like, really? And the name is Pat Flaherty. Now, for those who don't know and don't remember who he is, they're like, who's Pat Flaherty? Okay, you're fucking too damn young. Alright. But for those who don't know who Pat Flaherty is, he was the offensive line coach for Tom Coughlin the whole tenure that Tom Coughlin was here.
Yes, sir.
That's who Pat Flaherty is. And if you don't remember how our offensive line was back then, you're too fucking young.
Top
But
notch. That's what we were.
it was amazing.
Cyber, O'Hara,
Bro,
Sneem, McKenzie. Come on, bro. Neil.
it was
A deal,
amazing.
deal. Yeah,
It was
deal. Come on, man.
amazing. Okay, amazing. We can run the ball when we want to run the ball, and that is what Harbaugh wants to do. Now, people, this is huge of what I'm trying to tell y'all. Because everybody's with this Carnell Tate and Carnell Tate, or get a defensive line, or get an offensive lineman, or get a linebacker, and all that is cute. But like I keep on telling my nephew, you have to be able to run the ball. Harbaugh loves to run the ball. If he brings in Monken that he wants to bring in, guess what? Monken loves to run the fucking ball. People
You
are like,
think
oh,
they're
well,
gonna
why didn't he
draft
run?
Love? Don't say it, Shakes,
Bro,
man.
I'm just saying, bro. You do that and have a
Shakes.
scatterboo in your
Look.
backfield. That is Harbaugh's ball. Pause. I'm telling y'all right now. Y'all
So
keep
what's
on
going on with
Xing it out.
Falele? Tell me why Falele is a
He doodle, son. He doodle, son.
doodle doodle
Yeah, he doodle.
basura
Um, a lot of false starts. He penalties,
liability. That's just what it
holdings.
is.
Um, all starts. Like I said, man, he going to cause more harm than good.
Been good.
Um, don't like him, and I don't like him. He probably is going to join the squad though. He probably is, but I don't. I wouldn't be happy about it. Um,
Look,
when
man, if we get both of them, bro,
that'll
it'll
be fine.
soften the blow. Pause. If we draft that Love kid at 5.
It would be
Because it's
great.
like, not that I don't like the pick shakes and not that I don't love the potential. Look, if I didn't have to worry about those three interior linemen on our offense, I would be all right with the number 5 pick with Love. But that's the problem, Shakes. Even though there's been improvement on this offensive line, we need to like really reinforce it and get better at it so that we can take
And
advantage of running back talent.
to me, and I'm no expert at Harbaugh's football, right? But I'm
Mm,
pretty sure, like, I'm very confident that I know this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I
mm-hmm.
had to put a percentage on it, I would say I'm 90% sure. Okay? I'm telling y'all, Harbaugh ball is play hard nosed defense, running the goddamn ball. And
Rock. Okay.
with that being said, they if you're going to have a team that runs the ball, don't you think that you need those offensive linemen, those role graders, because you can't just have
Correct.
like you saying to me, like, oh, I would love to love, you know what I'm saying? I need to
Yeah.
love, you know what I'm saying? I would love it if we had an offensive line.
If we had this O
To
line,
me,
yeah. Let's
and that
go.
is what Harbaugh is going to bring. That's what he always have. If you look at even his brothers' teams in the San Francisco and Stanford, Michigan,
Michigan. Yeah.
and now with the Chargers, he wants to run the ball. He wants nasty offensive mauling linemen. That is what Harbaugh ball is. You go to the Ravens, that is what all they always had was mauler offensive linemen. Did they all work out? No, but a lot of them did. A lot of them even went to Hall of Fames. Okay, so I'm telling you, he's going to get it. That is going to be his main focus because he wants to run the ball. And if he brings in offensive lineman Monken, that's what he wants to
Mm,
do. Run
mm.
the ball.
The ball.
Where is he's ranked in his
Run the
rankings of
rock,
running the ball?
B.
Number one, number two, number one, number two. He's always tops in the league in rushing attack. Why? Because that's what they want to do is run the ball.
Sound like
It's to the
NFC East
point.
football to me. That's what it sound like.
It's to the point, right, that I didn't even know if McCarthy could pass the ball because Jim was like, I'm just running the ball all day. I'm gonna die there. This is Harbaugh's ball. So in knowing that, I'm telling y'all keep on asking that thought of, oh no man, I don't want no love and blah blah blah. I don't want no running back and then no. Listen to me. That dude is dynamic. He's a
Uh,
running back, and that is what Harbaugh wants to do. So if you have a love and a scatterboo in that backfield, is fucking unstoppable. You can't tell me it's
so
not.
Tracy nowhere to be
Nobody
found is what
is
you're saying,
man, fuck a
Shakes.
Tracy, bro. I don't care about
Ah,
no
you see,
Tracy, bro.
Shakes. Come
I
on,
don't care
Shakes,
about no Tracy,
man.
whether he's here or he's not. I
Oh
don't care,
man,
bro.
you
You have a
bugging, bro.
love and a scatterboo in the same backfield. It's
Nah, man.
unstoppable. All right.
Mm, mm, mm.
But
Mm,
my
mm,
thing
mm.
also is I'm not mad at any other's choices though. If you go defensive lineman, I love my dude Ruben Bain. I think he'll be crazy with this Giants defense. What? That
Okay.
would be nasty. Nasty, bro. You can't do nothing if you get a Ruben Bain in this defense. If you went offensive lineman, and another you guy for me, you go Amari Goa. That guy is gonna lock down the right tackle position for 10 years. I guaranteed it. I guaranteed it. I do be missing on offensive linemen, so you take that shit with a grain of salt. I do. I don't. That is not my forte. I like
Hey, look,
mauling
ain't nothing
offensive
wrong
linemen.
with reinforcing this offensive line every single year. We need to be
Hey,
drafting offensive
and
line as
this
far as
guy,
I'm
man,
concerned.
I'm telling you, man. For me, the reason why I feel that way is because Miami's offensive line was pure trash before he came into the building as a freshman. And as a freshman,
Mm,
he turned around this whole offensive line, the whole mystique of the
damn.
offensive lineman. It's just mauling football, bro. And and he's a good pass blocker. I think he's even a better pass blocker than he is a run blocker. That's crazy. So
Mm,
yeah, I love this kid. And If he is, he'll be here for the next decade. So I would not be mad at that pick. I wouldn't be mad at Carnell Tate if that is a pick. Reason why, you don't know what's going to happen with Neighbors with this injury. How long is it going to take him to fully fucking heal and
Yo,
get out of his
supposedly
mind?
there's might be apparently real quick. My bad.
No, go ahead.
There was a situation where when they took a look at it, it was a lot more serious than what they anticipated. So
He said that.
we might be looking at a situation here, ladies and gentlemen, where our star wide receiver either might be delayed or might not be who he was before the injury. So we need to
That's what I'm
brace
saying.
ourselves for that,
So
and
I
the
wouldn't be mad at
organization
it.
as well need to brace themselves for that.
I wouldn't be mad at the Tate thing. I wouldn't be mad at it if because of that situation. It would make me question like, okay, is Neighbors really, you know what I'm saying? But all right, you know what I'm saying? Even with that, that gives you insurance. Like, all right, if he's not, we still got a guy. If he is, then we got two guys that can just dominate a football game. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Yo,
I'm not
is
mad
this
at the
true? Is
safety.
this true? Hold on, real quick. Talking about
Mm-hmm.
receivers, supposedly, I don't know if this is fake, but I saw something on Twitter where John Harbaugh might be bringing OBJ back over here for like a.
No, no,
I hope
no, that's
not.
no, that's
I
clickbait.
hope
That's
that's
clickbait.
fake.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
clickbait. That's
that better
clickbait.
be. I had to
But
throw that out there. No, 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 no. Thank you.
um, but yeah, I wouldn't be mad at the safety, Caleb Downs. I would not be mad at that. That's a playmaker on the defense that, yeah, I mean,
Mm,
Harbaugh known to have those type of guys, the Ed Reeds of the world,
yes, sir.
Hamilton that he just had. So he's known to have these playmaking safety. So I would not put it and doubt it, man. And I would love that on the team as well. And if you went Manzo Delaney from LSU cornerback, I'm not mad at that. You know what I mean? It's saying, okay, look, Flott may be out the building from, you know what I mean, making big money on the market. Who's going to be your number two, Deontay? If you know what I'm saying? So I would not be mad at the Minnesota Delaney neither. So there's numerous ways that we can go in this draft and at that number five position, I think it's a sweet spot. Even though I would have been better with that number one, man, because we could have did
You
so
would have
much
made
with it.
off with
Oh
it
my
for
gosh, my
sure, for
gosh, my
sure.
gosh. But
But I'm not.
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Right. The silver lining. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And silver linings. Speaking of Shake silver linings, tomorrow we get to see some former Giants compete in the NFC Championship against the LA Rams. And on the flip side, we got the Patriots marching in on the Mile High, going against a Bo Nix less Broncos. So, how you feel about these two matchups, man? On one side, you got a battle for West Coast supremacy, and on the other, you got pretty much a cakewalk into the Super Bowl. No, no jabs to the Patriots, man. But yo, they real talk, man. They kind of had a cupcake schedule, bro, and a cupcake playoff appearance outside of I don't know. I want to say maybe the Jaguars. Let's keep it a buck, Shakes.
So crazy part is like right before the season, I kept telling people like, "Oh man, New England, that's my sneaky team right there." Like I had both of the running backs as my sons, Henderson
You
and
did.
Stevenson,
You did.
and they my kids. And you know what? Let me before I continue this, let me give a shout outs to both of y'all, you Ghost Dog and Mrs. Hangover. Y'all both took me out in a fantasy second round uh of both of the fantasies and the ABSN joints.
Yeah.
Both of y'all, man. But that was when my guy Mahomes got injured. Lamar Jackson is hurt, and Dart had his worst game of his career. All
Yo, I
right,
don't know what you was thinking
so
starting that young man, bro. That was crazy.
bro, like every other week he was killing, bro. Like he had 20, like 29 the week before that, bro. I was like, all right, maybe I'm good, like. But like he had his worst game of his career that week, man. So I mean that was unfortunate, but shout outs to y'all, man. Y'all took me out, and then
Yeah, for sure,
Mrs.
man.
Hangover. I think both of y'all actually won the chips in both of them. So
I won
shout
the
outs to both of y'all.
ABS
Yeah,
versus the hardcore. She
versus
won
yeah.
the
So
ABSN
shout
one.
outs to you,
And shout
man.
out to her, man. She a Seahawks fan, man. She probably listening right now. She's ecstatic, man. She knows what's coming with these Rams. The division rivals is gonna be, bro. You gonna hear the helmets cracking, the shoulder pads smacking. You gonna hear the 12th man
Before,
going crazy over there. It's gonna be a game to watch.
so before I get into that game, like the whole New England shit, like
Mm,
continuing on that.
you right,
So I
yeah.
knew
It's
I I knew this was, what I mean, the case with them. Like I'm like, man, they going, I definitely going to the playoffs. For me, I knew they was going to the playoffs. Now, like you said, they had an easy route
cupcake.
going. Yeah, I mean, in the playoffs, and that it always seemed to be that way with them. Like they'll have this easy route, and then probably like a hard game in the AFC Championship, but then I mean they at home, so it's like they I mean they got that advantage.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
this
All
one,
fit.
this would have been a tough matchup if Bo Nix ain't get
Bo
his
Nix was there. Yeah.
yeah, like he ain't get hurt. This would have been and
And
I
look,
think it's still
I'm not
gonna
gonna
be
sit
a
here and act like
uh,
that defense ain't gonna be sleeping. That defense gonna
no,
play, and then,
no,
they're gonna have the home
seriously.
field
I
advantage
think
for sure. Oh,
I,
who's the quarterback? What's his name? Bro,
Stidman,
I don't even
Stidman, and
Stitman. Oh
Stidham,
man,
whatever. Yeah, Stidham, whatever.
Whatever
But
his name be.
But I think he's gonna do well enough not to fuck the game up,
He
bro.
just yeah
Because
he
as
just
long as
can't
he
fuck it
don't
up.
make the mistakes, I think they can win, bro. And I think they will win. I don't know
Mm.
that defense, man. I think they will come through and hopefully take these Patriots out. Because for me personally, I want the Patriots to win because they already got 6 Super Bowls. I'm
Yeah, they
like
need to
that.
go sit
I'm on
down,
that.
and they took a break and came right back to it. Like, get
Yeah,
up out of
bro.
here,
Because
bro.
they stay with the Patriot way. And even though I was like, all right, yeah, I kind of see it coming, pause. But now it's like, all right, well, hold on now. Y'all can't win the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So I
Pump the
want Denver
brakes.
to, yeah, like I want Denver to upset them and stop that because you can't have 7 Super Bowls. Like, come on, bro. Like, now y'all the greatest organization of all time with the most Super Bowls. Like, I can't live in that world right now. I
No,
can't do
no,
that. No, I
no,
can't live in that world. But
no, no, no,
so
no.
yeah, shout out to the Broncos. I hope y'all win this game.
Let's ride.
Now, now with the Seahawk game, bro, like you said, there's a lot of ex Giants over there. Big Cat, who
Julian Love, Big Cat,
keep
yes sir.
keep
Leonard
telling
Williams.
people, man, wow, you know what I'm saying? That's my guy, you know what I'm saying? Big Cat and Julian Love, like you said, but then like I got my kids like Kenneth Walker, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's just
Charbonnet's down though.
I love
He's
him.
down
I
for the
know.
count,
And
man.
that's really what hurts because like that was their goal line, tough yard back.
What's going on with Martinez? Ain't he the old boy from Michigan? Don't they got him over there? Not Michigan, Miami. Don't they got him over there?
Um I don't know.
The
I don't
old
know.
boy
But
from Miami from
yeah, I know who
last
you're
year,
talking
the
about
running
from the
back.
U. Yeah, from the
Yeah,
U. I
yeah. Ain't
never
he over
liked
there?
him though. I never liked him though.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't really like him. But yeah, though, maybe he'll do something in the league. But to me, I ain't see it. I ain't see it. But yeah, I think this is Kenneth Walker's time to shine, man. He's a free agent. This is contract year, and nothing else is better than going off in the AFC Championship game, man. Like this is what makes you the money. He beasted out in that division game. Shout outs to him, man. I was so proud. Like, yeah, go
Yo,
boy,
he
go.
pulled off a hat trick, man.
Yeah,
Three
go my
touchdowns,
son,
man. It's
go my son.
crazy.
So, yeah,
125
man,
yards
this is
rushing or something like
opportunity.
that. It was crazy.
This is opportunity. So, shout outs to my son. Keep going, boy. But yeah, I'm rooting for Seattle in this one. LA. Uh, to me, it's like I don't
They
like when
match up
LA
well,
win
man.
it. And yeah, I think I love McVay as a coach. That's about it. That's about it though. You know what I mean? Like I don't really like too much else about LA. And even when they win something, like it seems like nobody really even cares. So
I also think they go by as far as like how far Matthew Stafford can carry them. I don't think that defense is as good as it used to be. You know what I mean? Yo,
yeah, no, I heard you.
but yeah, man. But
Of course, he
outside of
ain't
that,
got a
man,
Aaron Donald.
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just not as good as they used to be without him no more. You know what I mean? I just don't know what it is. It's weird. They could just never get as good as they used to be. So I think if Seattle can keep Matt Stafford jumping around and off his square, I think I could see them coming off with this win, man. And I think they do. I think the 12th man is going to be just enough what they need. Because the energy's crazy over there. And that
Oh, it's
defense, man,
different.
feeds off of that energy, bro.
It's
They
different,
really
bro.
do.
It's
It
different.
is.
I was telling y'all that last week. When we was previewing for the game, I'm just like, man, that 12 man, bro. Yeah, that's the X factor right
It's
there, bro.
real. It's
It
really
gets
real.
loud, bro. It gets
Yeah.
loud.
And you know what it is, Shakes, man. You know, when you on defense, man, you got the crowd going and they just chanting, that just, bro, it's like magnifying. You know what I mean? You just go crazy. It's a different animal. That's the best way I can explain it. It's energizing. Galvanizing is the word for
Yeah, but
sure.
nobody seems to care when they win that shit. It's like when they won that Super Bowl, like you don't even remember who won it that year. You're like, who
Who,
won it this year
Seattle?
again? No, LA.
LA against the Cincinnati. That was a wild Super Bowl too,
It
man.
was, but you know, like nobody
Odell went
cared,
crazy that
bro.
game though.
Nobody
Nobody
cared.
cared. Nope. Wasn't
It's
that
like
the
who won the Super Bowl this year? Oh
wasn't
yeah,
that
that's right, LA.
the whatchamacallit year? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was COVID.
Yeah, that's
It
probably
was
why.
COVID.
That's probably
Maybe,
why.
maybe, but like it should have even been even bigger then because like nobody was going out, so everybody was watching the game, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like, so
yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's just like after when they won it, like there was nobody that was like boasting on Twitter or nothing like that. Like, yeah, LA, we the champs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, nobody
You know what it is
annoying and
though,
none of
too,
that.
man. It's
Like,
like they new to LA. They not even the LA team because LA didn't even have a
that's what's
football because it was San
crazy,
Diego
bro.
Chargers. It was the St. Louis Rams. LA just got those two football teams.
But that's what's crazy because that don't give me no excuse, bro. Because for me, let's say a team went to Brooklyn and won the Super Bowl in Brooklyn. Do you know how big that was? They don't even care if it was just like
Man,
a year that they've been in the league. If you win a championship in Brooklyn, it will be crazy, right?
of
People
course it
be
would.
man jumping off of buildings and windows and bro, it'll be crazy. Like it'll be like how when Biggie died, bro. You know what I'm saying?
LA different though, Shakes, man. That's the West Coast. They move different, bro. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, they don't care, bro, and that's why I'm like,
Nah, I'll say this much. Maybe in LA
give
they
me my
don't, but
percentage.
up in the Northwest, in the Pacific Northwest, they definitely do. And them Seahawks fans definitely do
Now
care.
that's who care. If they
Yo,
win the Super Bowl, you're going to know it,
yo,
bro.
let me tell you something. I used to talk to some of the locals out there when I was living up there. They still hurting about the Supersonics moving down to the OKC Thunder. You understand what I'm saying? They
Oh
still
no, I
upset
know
about
that.
that up there, Shakes.
Yeah, I know that.
They take their sports for real up
They
there.
still lobbying for a Seattle team to come back, bro.
Come
Like
back. Yeah.
it's
They
crazy.
want their team back. They basketball team. That's a fact. They want it back.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
sir.
no man, Seattle. I definitely want that shit for Seattle. So if we can have a Seattle Denver Super Bowl, then that's exactly what I would want. And Seattle can win it all because what they got like
I think
one Super
so.
Bowl in history, I think.
That's it. Only one. They should have won
Yeah,
two if it
man.
wasn't for that BS against the Patriots, man. I
Exactly,
don't want to
man.
talk
Run
about
the
that,
ball
bro.
with Marshawn
And they
Lynch,
had
man.
Marshawn Lynch. They just could, man, hand him the
Run the
ball
ball,
and
man.
stop the. And man, look. That would have been,
Crazy,
man, nonsense.
straight
Uh,
up.
uh.
But yeah, man, it's wild. What other jump we got up here? Oh, that was it.
That was it for now, man. Just
All right, cool. So we can
how,
chop it up.
how you feel? What you looking forward to? We got the draft coming. We got some names out there. Let's say we get some good pieces in here, man. What do you think? Where do you think is like the ceiling for next year, early prediction wise? What do you think is the floor?
It's crazy because people like, oh well, with this roster, he can't uh turn this team into a playoff team. It's like it's going to take work, even though they think that he can still take them to the playoffs. But he got to make the right moves or whatever. But to me, I'm like, with this team, even just saying this team last year, right? If
Mhm.
you had a Harbaugh with this team last year, you're winning like 9, 10 games. To me,
And
because
we're
a
on the
lot
same
of
page with that.
yeah,
Yep,
because a lot of things that was wrong with this team was not lack
discipline,
of talent, bro. You know what I'm saying?
discipline,
Was
lack of
not lack
discipline.
of talent. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no lack of leadership as far as the guys on the team. You had leadership in Bobby O, Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns. You know what I'm saying? You had, even though we joke about him, but you had a motor in the locker room. Um, you got a Slayton in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? You got a
Yeah,
neighbors who's a dog who's going to take a natural leadership role. So you had guys in the building. Yeah, I'm saying it wasn't like you ain't had none that was like, oh, we ain't got no leaders in the. You have guys in the locker room. To me, it wasn't no lack of the talent. To me, like you said, it was to me lack of leadership as far as coaching, a direction, um, progression. You know what I'm saying? As far as making these players better than what they came into the league as, bro. Some
development.
players,
Yeah,
exactly. Some
absolutely.
players stayed pat and stayed the talent that they was, and some talent went down. You know what I mean? Regressed because they're not getting the coaching to keep on going to progress. So, yeah, like to me, that was the problem with this team, and it always has been. And that's why I was screaming for 2, 3 years. Like, why are we still bringing this guy back? He's not him. He's not a great coach. Like, it's the coaching. To me, we a playoff team with this roster. Now, with what we're going to do as far as free agency and draft, to me, I'm just like, man, yeah, I don't see why we can't be competitive. I don't see why we can't be in the playoffs this year. I don't see why not, bro. I really don't. That to me, that is the
Me neither,
ceiling. The
man.
the 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 floor to me is average. The floor to me is 8 and whatever or 9 and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Eight
Like
and nine or
that.
something.
Yeah, eight
Yeah.
or nine wins. You know what I'm saying? That is the floor to me. There is no, oh, we're gonna win 4 games this year, or we're gonna win 2 games, or we'll be happy to win a game this year. Like there's none of that for me anymore with that because we got the coaching that ain't going to allow that to happen. We're going to be at least mediocre at best. If not, we're going to be one of those top teams that everybody was like, oh my gosh, you got to look out for the New York Football Giants. Look at them. They're hot right now. We're going to be one of those teams.
Yo, I better not see any sports pundits on ESPN hopping on the wave, bro.
Oh, they're going
I
to hop
want
on, bro.
them. I want them to stay all the way over there,
No, they're gonna hop
Shakes.
on, bro. They
They
already
better
trying
not.
to hop on already,
They
cause
better
like now
not.
they like,
They better
oh,
not.
they got Harbaugh now. This was the big fish. This
Yo,
was,
and I
you
can't
know what I'm saying?
stand because
So
yo, Stephen A. Smith was talking so much shit, bro. Him, Nick Wright, yo, there's a lot of them. They better just stay all the way over there, bro. Word up.
now they gonna jump. they're gonna jump that bandwagon. That's cool. You know what I mean? But like at first, I would have been like, I don't like it because it seemed like when we get that way, then we start to like feel ourselves and think that we can just go out there and just go out there on the field and we gonna automatically win. And it's not that case. Like a Coughlin football team, you're gonna have to work every Sunday.
Every
You're going
day.
to work.
Yes,
You're
sir.
going to work. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
You're gonna leave it
If you
all
don't
out
love
on that
football, we
field.
don't need you here.
And it's gonna be the
That's
same
it.
with Harbaugh. It's gonna be the
That's
same with
it.
Harbaugh. You're going to work on that Sunday. You're
That's
going to
it.
put
Abdul
and leave it
Carter,
all
none of that
out on
falling
that
asleep
field.
in class or whatever, film study room, whatever. None of that. You know what
Well,
I'm
to
saying?
me, you know, you
Stop
gotta.
it.
To me, you gotta practice what you preach. So, I wanna, and I think he is that type of player. But when the season was over, I seen the video clip
The
where he
growth,
was like,
he was in the
no,
locker
no, the
room.
yeah, when he was in the locker room, and he was like, like this is a great feeling and all. Like I'm glad we got this win, but we got to make sure that this time next year we're not here in this place right here,
Sure.
where
It's a
I'm
fact.
saying like where we got this losing mentality. We like this shit got to be thrown out the door. I also seen like um a lot of interviews with Jackson Dart. I seen interviews with Cam Scatterbull. I seen interview with Brian Burns on the pivot, and they all say it. Like Brian Burns said, man, these rookies came into it like
All with the same mindset. Him,
yeah,
Scatterbo,
like
and Dart.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah. They
sir.
was
Yep.
like, bro, these rookies are different. Like they came in like, yo, what is going on? Like we got to change the culture in this motherfucker.
That's
And
not a bad thing, though. Some people might see that in a
no,
negative
no,
light, though, Shakes. It's
it's a
not,
great
though.
thing.
It's a
It's a
great
great
thing.
thing.
Yes,
It's a
sir.
great thing.
Yes.
And even the players said it, but Scatterbull was just like, um, him and Dart had that conversation when they got drafted. It was like, look, man, like when we come into the building, pause. Like when we get in there, we gonna have to change this losing shit. Like we gotta change this shit. And listening to his interview as well, Scatterbull, he was like, even though they had that mind state, they still realized and knew like for Scat, he was like, yo, I had a veteran and motor that was in the room. I had a Tracy who just had a big season last year in front of me. So I had guys in front of me. So I knew I wasn't going to be thrown in the fire automatically. But he's like, once I got my shot, I was going to go.
That's it.
Dart was like the same thing. He was like, yo, like, he was like, look, I'm cooking in training camp. But he was like, Scat was like, yo, Russell Wilson was cooking in training camp. Like, he was cooking. So even Dart was like,
Yeah, he
yeah,
was.
I'm doing good, but you know what I'm saying? He's like, Russ is cooking right now. So like he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. I understand like this not my time yet, but you know what I'm saying?
And real
I'll
quick,
get my
though,
shot.
can I say this, though, about having the dynamic and the dichotomy of a Russell Wilson and a Jameis Winston in the building to mentor a young New Jack
And
City
it was
Dart?
huge. It was huge, and that's why I was
Major,
so
major
happy.
key. Yes,
That's why
sir.
I was so happy about that. I was like, man, like, because I was a dark guy in the first place, but I was like, yo, like, for him to have those type of mentors to learn from, or, to learn how to be a professional quarterback, like, it don't get no better than those two guys right there.
Yo,
So, yeah,
and shout out to Jameis Winston, man. I want to see him here for like at least another 3 years. Word up.
yeah, well, I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he's going to definitely be the backup for this year. He signed that 2-year deal, which was so smart of Joe Shane. But,
They better extend it.
yeah, to me, I'm like, you don't let that dude out of the building really. Like
Nope.
that's a guy that energizes your organization all the time. Like
Yeah.
and even Harbaugh like mentioned Winston. You know what I'm saying? It's like yeah, because me and you had that conversation about I mean that one time when you threw that touchdown and about so
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
like Harbaugh
Great
has a
game for
respect
you.
for Winston. Yeah, like
Yeah.
so just I just love everything about it and the fact that he's coming to the building like, look, I'm setting my mark. You know what I mean? This is gonna be my team and
Yes, sir.
Hey, look, I respect all y'all in the building, but all y'all fired. You know what I'm saying?
I only answer the ownership.
Like
That's it.
straight up, all of y'all fired, bro. Like
That's
he
it.
came into the building and only kept 2 guys, bro, on the coaching staff. You know what I'm saying?
And one of them is got close ties to Joe Shane. I think that's the only reason he there. What's the
Yeah,
Charlie, whatever his name is, Bowen,
Charlie
right?
Bunning, when the, you know what I
Oh,
mean, defensive coordinator interim, and now he's
linebackers.
back
Yep.
to the linebackers coach where he belongs and shit. Which
Hmm.
I'm a little, you know what I mean. I'm cool with it. Like that's what's up that they kept him on the staff. But I'm also like, dang, cause like I really want Antonio Pierce on the staff in some way.
Yeah.
Like
Word up.
even if it's defensive coordinator, I don't care, bro. Like, but I want him on this staff in some capacity. But my guy, and I think that is Harbaugh's guy, is Anthony Weaver from Miami. I think he's the guy
Okay.
that he really wants, defensive coordinator. But he's getting head coaching interviews right now, so see what happens with him. I think he's a finalist for the Cardinals job or the
Oh
Raiders
shit.
job, one of them.
Okay.
So, and then Monken, he's waiting on Monken, but Monken is a finalist for the Browns head coaching job. So this is why he didn't name any offensive or defensive coordinators yet. But I'm pretty sure that you know if they don't get those jobs, then they're going to be the coordinators for the Giants, and that is going to be crazy because Weaver is a beast defensive coordinator. I love him, and he has ties with Harbaugh, as well as I think he played for him as well as coached with him as well, or coached for him. So Weaver, or
Okay.
he played for the Ravens at one point and not Harbaugh. But either way, yeah, Weaver is a hot commodity, and if we end up with him as defensive coordinator, crazy. Um, and also Monken, like I said, man, you can't be mad at an offense that's ranked number one in rushing or number two in rushing every year, bro, in your tenure. Like that's crazy work, bro.
Nope. Hell
So
no.
yeah, I mean that to me, man, I love it, man. And as far as Anthony Weaver, his defense is top in rush defense. So you can see what Harbaugh wants to do: run the ball, stop the run. That's Harbaugh's football. That is New York
Yo,
Giant
look, if
football.
we could stop the run in our division, we win in our division, bro. That's just really simple
That's it.
mathematics.
That's
Yeah,
it,
for
bro.
real, for real.
That's it, bro. That's it. So great direction we're in, man. The great direction that we're going in. And as far as these coaches, I think it's only 4 jobs left, man. You got Cleveland, you got Buffalo, you got Arizona, and you got Vegas. And that's it, man. So once those teams load up, then we can go ahead and get on. But also what I like about Seattle, and I'm rooting for them as well. So shout out to Miss Hangle. But McDonald, man, their coach is
Oh
the
yeah,
Ravens coach. You know what I'm saying? That's the
yeah,
Ravens defensive
right.
coordinator. So
Yep. Mm-hmm.
um, there is so many ties for me with this team with Seattle that you know what I mean I'm rooting for them. So shout out to Miss Hangover. I'm rooting for y'all. I'll be right there with y'all rooting, going crazy. So
I
Seattle over
definitely
LA.
hope. I definitely hope they bust that ass. Real talk. I hope they bust that ass as much as they busted the 49er ass. Yo, they busted the brakes off them
I knew they was
motherfuckers.
gonna do that shit too, cause I mean,
Yo,
like I said, division
mm.
game and shit, and they, you know what I mean, like these
Shakes.
Niners.
I knew what time it was off the kick return. I was like, this over with. That's it. That was the. It was like you remember that movie, Ong Bak. I don't even think you ever seen that movie.
Yeah, 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 with the elephant.
Okay, so you remember how my man kneed the one dude in
Yes,
the
sir.
neck and just finished the fight? That's how that
Yep,
was right there. That's what that
yep,
was.
yep.
Just whap,
Hmm.
done, finito. I was like, yeah, it's over with.
No doubt, no doubt, man. Um,
Hmm.
it's crazy. Uh, what else in football would we need to talk about? Oh, as far as Cleveland, man. Real quick,
Mhm.
I that's to me. It seemed funny because like it seemed like they can't even get a coach like any coach that they even like
Who,
McDaniels.
who
He
want
he
the
was like
job
fuck
though? Let's be honest though,
nobody,
Shakes. Who
nobody,
want the
bro.
job? Look,
McDonald had a
Shakes,
chance at it. He said no.
Shakes.
I'm going to
Look,
LA.
they got like
Um,
70 quarterbacks over there,
that's
right?
another dude.
And out of the 70, they're gonna have to pay one. Rather, they're gonna have to start one in the Deshaun Watson because of his contract. So off rip, if he's healthy, he's gonna play. You got Shadur Sanders back there. You got what's old boy's name from Oregon? I forget his name already. Short
Dylan and
stuff.
shit. Yeah, Dylan.
What's his name again? Dylan Gabriel, right? Boom. And then who else they got over there? Didn't they have Kenny Pickett at one point? Or am I tripping? Is he gone from there now?
Yeah,
Who
no,
they
he
got over
gone.
there?
He gone over there. I think that was it. Oh, and they had Flacco, I think.
And
Yeah,
Flacco, right? And then he's
yeah, they
gone
had
now, right?
Flacco.
So it's
Yeah.
just who wants it? And then it's like, bro, oh man, whoever gets that head coaching job, they better get ready to get their paperwork signed ASAP after the fact because it's a mess. It's a mess. You're going in there knowing you're gonna lose your job, and that's nobody wants that. Mm-mm. Good luck is
That's
all I
why
can
to
say.
me, I know that they got the four finalists is Schultz, Monken, uh, the Rams offensive coordinator, and I think the Jaguars offensive coordinator. Um, Hot
Who's
commodity
the
name.
Ram?
So
Who's the Rams dude again? What's his name?
I can't pronounce like those names, bro. Y'all know I be butchering them shits, but it's like Cecil Hassel or something. That's
If,
some crazy shit, bro. You know what I'm
if there's
saying?
anybody out of that list right now, I would say him off the strength of he's a McVay guy, and he could probably do something with whoever's left. Look, he's definitely got a lot of quarterbacks to choose from, so he could probably do something over there with that. So we'll see. I don't know, man. The
Yeah.
Browns, man, I feel so sorry for that fan base. That's a fan base like you really just got to be like, damn, bro.
And I don't. Couple things that is a surprise to me. One real quick is like not as it's a surprise in a bad way, but Davis Webb getting head coaching interviews, so shouts to him. But if
Oh
he
yeah,
lands that job with Mendoza and have him working with that quarterback, that would be amazing, and I would like to see how that goes.
that'd be
Um,
dope.
it would be, but also my
Speaking of,
surprise and a
you
bad
think he'd be a
thing.
good fit, real quick though? You think Mendoza will be a good fit for Vegas?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he'll be their hope. That's their hope right there. Cause I swear, like that will be all that they really have to begin with. Well, they got Genty too, so they will have that quarterback running
They
back
got
thing
Bowers, they
going.
got Genty. It's not like they don't got
Yeah, they'll
pieces,
have
but
that. Yeah,
I
and then
don't
they
know. I
got
just,
money as well.
you
Like
know,
they got about 110 million in cap. So hopefully
okay.
they'll get a wide receiver. So I don't know. They can do some things, They can do some things. So yeah, I mean, I I'm not on a train of that. That's a bad job to me. Like I always thought, like that's a pretty good job. You got number one pick, and it ain't like you don't got, but you do invest in some problems. You don't know what you want to do with Max Crosby. He wants out. You know what I'm saying?
He
But you
want out
can,
of there.
yeah, but you can flip. You can flip some shit. Like maybe if you get a second or first rounder for Max Crosby, or maybe if you get two first rounders for Max Crosby, who knows? But if you can flip that shit and get some value from him, like,
Shakes. If he ends up over here
mm,
in the East on one of our rivals' teams, I'm gonna be mad as hell, bro.
yeah, I heard about that. What it was like Jerry Jones would probably go after him and shit. Knowing
Yeah,
that what
yeah.
happened with him and Makai Parsons and shit, and he knows
Yep.
he needs that pass rusher. So
Yes, sir.
it would be nice. I mean, well, it wouldn't be nice for us.
It would
I
be
mean,
not. Excuse me.
it would be nice for
Yeah.
them.
No,
Yeah, I
for
mean,
them.
it would be nice for them, but not for us. But
No.
yeah, um,
Especially because you over here talking about the Luminor, so you already know what time it is. Like, come on,
exactly. You know
man.
what I'm saying? Trust me, Luna is going. Yeah, I mean, he come back, he'll get his ass beat. next year.
Oh,
But
oh,
we'll
oh.
see. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like Vegas is it's attractive, It's attractive. It has some attraction. I think for me, the job that's really like the job that really nobody wants, and not to say Cleveland is one of them. You know what I'm saying? Because they in flux, and to see McDaniel turn them down, and the other guy had turned them down for offensive coordinators or coordinator job instead of the head coaching job. Like that's crazy. I'm like, wow.
Crazy.
Like they was like, nah, no, thank you. I'd rather take this offensive coordinator job. What? That's crazy.
Crazy.
But
So
no, not only that, but Arizona to me. I don't like Arizona
you think
is the
Kyler Murray's
worst.
long for there, bro? I think he's up out of there real soon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's about
he
time.
might end up in New York. I ain't gonna hold you.
The Jets? Oh my
He might end up in
God.
New
It'll be
York.
a whole nother situation
Another
with the
circus
Justin
here.
Fields.
Another circus. Another
Nah.
circus, baby. But that's how the Jets roll, baby. That's how the
Nah,
Jets roll.
Shake. Stop it, bro. Don't
That's
say
how
it,
the
man.
Jets roll, bro. That's how the Jets roll, bro.
That will be
But I
crazy.
mean, what
That'll
really
seal
what
Aaron
other
Donald's. What's his name?
either that
What's his name again? Oh, the head coach for the Jets, Aaron
Aaron
Glenn.
Glenn.
There you go. That's
Aaron
him.
Glenn.
That
But
will seal
my
his
thing
fate.
is, what options do they really have, bro? Because they really can't go in the draft unless they take one with the 16th overall. Maybe Ty Sampson or something like that. Maybe you do that. But
Mm, mm, mm.
I don't see what else they can do unless they go ahead and sign Daniel Jones or something.
They're gonna have to try to make a move for somebody in the league. That's what they're
They
gonna have
go,
to do.
they gonna go sign Danielle, son.
Nah, I think Danielle earned himself a contract up there. If they're gonna
I
sign
don't know,
anybody,
son.
oh man.
I don't
What's
know,
going
son.
on? What's going on with Kirk Cousins' contract? How'd that work?
No, I think he's free now, but ain't nobody want no Kirk Bangs, no Kirk chains. Nobody want that shit. He might as well retire, man, with his chains on. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know, Shakes.
But nah, I don't think nobody want that dude. That's crazy. I want to see what Stefanski do with Penix. That's interesting. But yeah,
He
those
having
jobs,
problems down
man.
there too with his injuries.
I told y'all. I told y'all, man. That's
Yeah,
why
you
I was
did, but
like,
you also said he wasn't
can't.
gonna make it in the
I know,
first.
like he should have had. That's why I said
And
what
then
I
and then the
said. Like
goalpost got moved to what was it, like the 20th? And then I said, like, yeah, watch him go top 10, and lo and behold,
that
I
shit
know.
crazy. I'm like, that was the only thing I could see. Like if they, I mean, they go into like the back of the first round and say, all right, well, you know what I mean. We want to take him at the end when he got that 5th year option. I could see that. But to me, I did not see no top 10, not even in the teens, bro. Like that to me was like, I don't think teams would do that with his injury history. Like that's a gamble, bro. And sure
Uh,
enough, Atlanta took that gamble and they paying for it. But hey, you know what I mean? That's their quarterback, and we'll see how far they take him. Seriously. But
they're gonna have to deal with it though. I mean, look,
maybe.
they got
Yeah.
Bijan Robinson. It'll alleviate some of the stress.
Man, they got a lot of weapons now, man. Their offense is pretty goddamn
That's
good.
what I'm saying. They should be able to make their offense suited where he don't have to be on his feet for too long. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but quarterbacks get hit a lot of times, and even if it's not a sack, you know what I mean, they get hit, bro. So they going to
Oh,
take
for
abuse,
sure.
and for this guy to take that abuse and that punishment each and every Sunday with his injury history is just, I don't know, bro.
They're gonna have to keep their
But
eyes on it. That's a fact.
it
In the
is what it
meantime,
is.
that's their guy. And they got no other option, like you said, Kirk
Exactly right.
Cobain's. Because the Jets is struggling. Because
That's
I'm
what
over
they
here
do.
thinking like that, there's nobody to draft outside of old boy from Oregon who's not coming out and Mendoza. So now, what are they gonna do? Oh man, ain't nobody in the league. You're right. Because I think I think DJ got himself a contract up there in Indy. I don't think he's going anywhere no time
I
soon.
don't know, son. I don't
I
know.
think he's gonna get like a 3-year extension. I'm telling you, bro.
I don't know.
You was
Maybe.
sleeping on him, bro.
Maybe.
Yo, bro, that
And I'm
man
still
was one
now.
injury away from becoming
Danielle,
MVP
bro.
possible candidate, Shakes. Come
Danielle,
on, man.
bro. But it's always what Danielle do, bro.
Right?
He gonna
Look,
he gonna
no,
fuck up at the
okay.
end, baby.
It's either he gonna fuck up or he gonna get injured, right? All right,
He
well, there you
gonna
go.
fuck up at the end, baby. You know what I mean? When you need him, where is he? Hurt or making mistakes?
Yeah, we should know, right,
I need
Shakes? We should know.
I need you to make this play, Danielle. I
I'm trying to
got you.
erase them
Crack.
5 years, that we had. I'm trying to erase that.
Yeah, man.
It's terrible.
It was actually 6, 7 years, bro. But
I
I
don't
mean,
want to. Don't
who's
remind me,
counting?
man.
Who's counting?
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying? But who's
exactly.
counting? You know?
But now, you know what I'm counting? The days till we get to see John Harbaugh coaching, Jackson Dart on the sideline.
Jackson
That's what I'm
Dart,
counting.
man, and
You hear me?
and also, man, before we take this away, like Harbaugh said everything that we all wanted to hear as far as Giant fans. Like he said that he wants a Super Bowl in here. Um, Jackson Dart. No, matter of fact, it was Abdul Carter. I seen his interview, and he said, man, he wants to bring a fifth championship. He's like, I'm looking at the four championships. Like, damn, I want to bring in that fifth championship. Like,
Yes, sir.
we're talking about Super Bowl in the building. We're not just saying, oh, we're wishing to get good, or we wishing to change the culture in the building, or we
I'm
wishing to
talking about
know.
lifting up
We're talking
Lombardis.
about now. We're talking about Super Bowl. Players are like, yo, hold on, we got a chance now. This is amazing, man, and everything that Harbaugh said in that presser, we all wanted to hear down from like you said if you're not a football person, get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that he said, man, it was everything. It was like music to Giant fans' ears,
The
especially
New York
mine.
Football
Yeah,
Giants.
so
All right? The
awesome, man. It
New
was an
York
awesome shit.
Football Giants. And like you said, Shakes, the 4 Super Bowls, the 4 Lombardi trophies in the case, right? This organization has pedigree. And thank God we got a John Harbaugh in the building to remind the organization that it has that pedigree. You
Right,
understand?
right, right.
So it's like
This is the New York
time
Giants.
time to get to work. The New York Football Giants. Yes, sir. It's time to get to work. And yo, oh man, Shakes, it's gonna be a good one, man. Yo, it's gonna be good. Who
Yeah,
I got?
man. It's over. As far as those days of feeling like, man, if only
Remember
we had a coach, or
when the
you know
clouds
what I
is gonna
mean?
part and the sun is gonna shine again? I remember those days. Those days is
It's here. It's here, bro.
yeah,
It's here. We out the
finally here.
storm now, man. We out the storm now. It's
Yes, sir.
happy days ahead of
Oh,
us now, bro.
happy
Like
days.
it's crazy, bro.
Pretty
Like
wild. Yes, sir.
we got a motherfucking coach in the building, man. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, for the Raven fans, like, oh yeah, I mean, y'all happy about a dude that ain't, you know what I mean, ain't
Man, I
winning
want to
shit
hear
with
all
them
that.
all
I
and
do
all
not
that
want to hear
other
all that.
bullcrap.
You know
Look,
what? You
man,
know what
y'all
happened?
the sport.
Y'all not letting him draft Puka Nakua is why we get
Yeah,
to
you know what I
the
mean? There go that's one.
there you
But
go.
not only that, but you know what I'm saying, not only that, my thing is for the last what 3, 4 seasons, me even being a Raven fan for those that tenure,
Mm.
I seen how did they get eliminated in the last few years? Let's go about it. So this
The
year,
Mike Andrews
so hold
drop.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Okay,
So
okay.
this year, right? So this year, the missed field goal by Luke, right?
Loop,
That
right?
that that. I mean, Harbaugh not kicking that.
And
That
let's keep it a
you know what I'm
buck.
saying?
That's nothing new with the field goal kickers
And
in
got
Baltimore. Because remember Justin Tucker, or was it the dude before Justin
yeah.
Tucker way back
No,
when?
it was Tucker. You know what I mean? Tucker started to fuck up at the end, but you know what I mean, yeah. But yeah, look, my thing is, you know what I'm saying, boom, that Harbaugh not kicking that. All right. All right, let's go back to last year. How do you get eliminated? Mark Andrews dropping the goddamn
The
touchdown pass.
pass. Yep. The pass.
Harbaugh is
Yep.
not catching that. He called the right call. He should have caught that touchdown, and they go on. So that's not Harbaugh's fault. Got you in a position to win that game. You know what I mean? Seriously. Let's go the year before that, where Zay Flowers fumbles the ball. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So
It's crazy.
you know what I mean? These things are not anything that you're like, yo, Harbaugh fucked this up, or you know what I'm saying? He should have called this and he didn't. Like, no, like, you know what I'm saying? These are plays they got eliminated by like crazy. I remember one game they lost by a toe with Isaiah Likely. You know
Uh,
what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, come on, bro. So anyway, that's not that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get Raven fans like with the heartaches. I can get it. I can understand like you being that Super Bowl bound team and then y'all coming up short every time. Somebody got to answer for that. Somebody does. And unfortunately, it was Harbaugh. But you know what I'm saying? One man's trash is another man's
the
treasure.
man's treasure.
Because
That's a fact.
I'm telling you, because we wish that we were Super Bowl bound. That's all we asked for as fans of this organization. For
That's
us,
it.
for y'all to give us a product that we can sit there and go to every Sunday and watch and
That we
be
can
like, yo,
appreciate and be
you know what
proud
I'm
of.
saying?
You know
Like,
what I
yo, I'm
mean?
about to watch a
Shakes,
Giant
I ain't even
game.
gonna hold you, bro. Like I don't even be rocking my Giants gear outside half the
You
time
can't,
because of
bro.
the
You
shame. I'm like,
can't, bro, because it's
man.
like, bro,
Especially where I'm at, I'm
you
deep in
hear
Eagles
you hear
territory,
all
man. Come
types of
on,
shit,
bro.
bro. You hear everything, bro. Like,
Let an
bro,
Eagles
what was
fan
your
tell
thing
me
with
thank
that?
you
Why
for
would
Saquon.
like,
Oh man.
they always do that to me. They always do that to me. Like, and I just walk past like you're welcome, and they just smile. And so, yeah, like that is over. You know what I'm saying? All that is over with now. Like we can sit there and wear our gear proudly. We can sit there and when we do wear it, they're gonna be like, "Oh, what you think about Harbaugh?" That's the conversation and topics that's gonna be coming up now.
Right,
Oh, is
right.
Harbaugh gonna change y'all around? Or is Harbaugh gonna turn y'all around? Or y'all really believe in Harbaugh?
I
These are the
think so.
things that we're gonna be hearing now instead of the oh my gosh, I can't believe y'all got rid of Saquon. Oh my gosh, like your team is just ass. Oh my gosh,
Come on,
why
man.
is you even wearing that jersey? Oh, like you know what I'm saying? It's like the
It's gonna
the
be different now.
the topic is the topic has changed now, bro. The subject has changed now. So yeah,
Real
it's
quick.
great days, bro. Ahead.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Because you mentioned the Mark Andrew and the likely situations, right? Now we have a Bellinger and a Theo Johnson in the building. I'm hearing a lot of talk that we might need to be taking a tight end in the draft. I'm just like of the
I'm not
mind.
I'm not with
I'm
that,
not with that. Right. I'm
I
confused.
but to me, I don't think that's gonna be the case because I think either they're gonna either re-sign Bellinger, and if
And we
they
got
don't re-sign,
Fedone too. So it's
if
like,
they
what
don't
you know what I mean?
resign
Like,
Bellinger, if they don't resign Bellinger, truly believe that Harbaugh will probably go take a stab at trying to bring in Isaiah Likely to come to this
okay.
building. So to me, I'm not worried about or thinking that we're gonna go in the draft and try to take a tight end. That's far from my
Yeah,
head,
I
man. We
heard
got
some noise
veterans,
about
man.
that stuff through the
We got
grapevine here and there. I'm just like, I'm not with that. I'm not
no,
really with that.
as far now. People want to kill me and say no running back, but shit, I'm on that train where it's like I don't know, we don't need no damn tight end. You
I'll
know what I'm
take a running
saying?
back over a tight end. I'll say that.
Like I take
If
a
you give
lot
me
of
a choice.
positions over. Like we can go a lot of different ways than go for a tight end. Like I said, we can go offensive line, we can go defense line, we can go linebacker, we can go cornerback, we can go safety, we can go running back. I'm good with all that. You know what I'm saying? Wide receiver, I'm good with all that.
Word.
You know what I mean? But also got a name to look out for. I think he is absolutely gonna be a New York football giant, and I am ecstatic. I can't wait. I hope I am right, and I believe I am right. But Patrick Ricard, the fullback from Baltimore Ravens, will be a New York football giant. And to me, that is awesome because to me, I'm old school. I like to run the ball. I like the I formations. I believe in the fullback. I am a
We should have. We
fullback
should,
type
man. I
of guy.
remember
We
having the
should have.
Hanaski days. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. I remember that. Charles Wade. Yeah. The list goes on and on, bro. We had fullbacks, bro, in
Shit, we
this
need to get
building,
Elijah Chapman in there too with the fullback.
bro.
We'll see what's up with that. I don't know. You
Telling
know what I
you,
mean? That
bro.
was working for a little bit too. Like, what's up?
We can sprinkle some plays for him as well in that shit. But yeah, I'm telling you, Patrick Ricard is a 300-pound fullback, bro. For Pro Bowl,
Mm,
Pro
mm.
Bowl. Man, listen, man, they will bring back giant football for me all the way, and I think that's what he's gonna do. I believe it. I don't think that they got enough money to go ahead and try to re-sign him in Baltimore. So I believe he is one of the guys that they are definitely going to let go. And I believe that he's going to sign with the Giants with Harbaugh. So to me, that's a name that y'all look out for and say, oh shit, I heard that shit first from Shake, yo. And Shake said that shit like they going after Patrick Ricard. I truly believe it. But
Mm.
that's a name to look out for. But I would love like it got Tyler Lindenbaum, bro. Our offensive line,
Lindenbaum.
our offensive line would be crazy, bro. Especially if you go and sign a Lindenbaum, and then in the draft you get Amari Gold.
Be good to go, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. We need to shore up these trenches, man. And just get this O line where we need to get it to be at. Shakes to get that run game going. Like what we need to get the run game going. Like the Giants of old, man. Where we can
Yep,
just impose our
that's
will.
what we gonna do, man. I think that's
You know what I'm
Harbaugh's
saying?
football, man. That's
And I
Harbaugh's
see it.
football.
I see it.
So
I definitely see
we're
it,
gonna
man.
see, man. There's so many options we can do, man. And I'm so looking forward. My thing is I'm just like I can't wait for us to name these coordinators, man. I want Monken to be like, you know what I mean? All right, we got Monken, check. We got Anthony Weaver, check. Boom. I'm like, that's it for me. I'm like, I'm gonna shit. We good. I don't care. I would love Pierce on the staff, but you bring me Monken and the Anthony Weaver as the coordinators,
Now
I'm good.
Weaver,
I
what
don't
does he
need
run?
nothing
He
else.
runs a 3-4 or 4-3. What do he do? I don't remember. I didn't watch
Uh,
Miami games like that.
if I'm not mistaken, he is a 4-3 guy.
Okay.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, if you out there and you listening, you Miami fan or whatever, and you want to fact check me and say
Gopher fan,
no,
yeah.
no,
Let me
Shakes,
know.
yeah, man, he's a 3-4 guy.
He don't
What?
know what he
Let me
talking
know.
about.
You would know. Yeah, I mean, you would know more than I would. But for me, I believe when I did the research, he was one of the guys that was a 4-3 guy as well. Schwartz is a 4-3 guy as well, and that's another guy that I want or could be an option for me at defensive coordinator if he don't get the Browns job. So there's guys that I'm at defensive coordinators that I'm looking at with the 4-3. Like, yeah, I would love that. I think the guy Leonard, Jim Leonard, that's also a candidate that they
Hmm.
said that Harbaugh likes. I think he's a 3-4 guy, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, he's a guy that I'm like I like Leonard, but I don't like the system. I don't want the 3-4. I want the 4-3. But if he knows what he's doing with the 3-4, then fine,
Four
go ahead. You know
three.
what I'm saying?
That's what I
I want
want
that
too.
4-3 system, man.
That
I need
four
that back, bro.
three.
I
That
need that
four
back.
three.
That's Giants football to me. But
And, and as it should be.
yeah, absolutely. So before we get up out of here because we're going on that 2 hour mark. Anything else that we wanted to go ahead and touch on as far as football, what's going on around this league? Because there's so much things going on. It's an amazing time right now, man. When you have like 10 freaking head coaching openings in the league, and it's only 32 teams. That's crazy.
Third of the league, man. It's wild. It's just, it's a new era though, Shakes, man. It's you've seen a lot more new of these younger coaches filling in these spots for these older guys to step aside. You know what I mean? And I think that's a good thing, though, Shakes. It's not necessarily a bad thing, bro. You know, time to air out the room a little bit. If you know what I mean. Same thing like how John Harbaugh is doing with the organization over here at the Giants. So I think ultimately it's a good thing that the league is shaking up a little bit with the head coaching spots. Even though I will say with the situation up in Buffalo, them giving Philip Rivers consideration is wild. That's bugged out. I still can't shake that. No pun intended.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, you got to interview, do your due diligence. You know? I ain't mad at none.
How you
Now,
feel
if
about
they
that with Sean McDermott getting
make the
fired too?
decision, that's my whole thing. Is I'm like surprised that none of these teams are going after McDermott because this is a guy that's put that Buffalo team in the playoffs perennial times, and I mean, so it's not like he's a bad coach. Like this is a guy that could
Is he
put
a
your
good
team
head
in
coach
competitive.
though?
I mean, to me, obviously, I mean, you sitting there in the championship picture each year. How are you a bad coach? Now you didn't get it done, yeah, but if you got a coach that's getting you there to the dance each and every time, it's up to you to start dancing, yo. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
I got you here.
We here,
Now,
right,
now
right,
you go
right.
and you know what I mean, win prom king. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You know what I mean? I can't do that for you now, but I can get you to the dance.
Um,
Now dance. You know what I'm
mm,
saying?
mm, mm.
So to me, if that's a good coach to me, and that's why I'm surprised at Arizona. I'm surprised at Vegas. Like y'all not going after him? Seriously? I can see Cleveland because Cleveland is in a whole mess over there. They got people, they got coaches turning their job down. I can get it. I'm like, all right, fine. They just like, well, look, man, we got our guys right now. We got our foundation. This is it. And then also, right, here's the thing, the crazy part about what's going on with that, right? They said that Cleveland has gave these coaches an essay. When they got into the building, they got to take a whole essay.
What do
An
you mean, like an
essay, do
essay,
a
like
like a
some
test,
homework
bro.
type of shit?
Yes, homework, test, yes.
Oh snap!
So they like that people is just in the you know the media and everybody they killing this organization like y'all quizzing motherfuckers like what the fuck? So yeah, it's a mess over there. So I can see that, but why ain't Arizona or why ain't Vegas trying to get McDermott? Cause like those are organizations that if you can get a guy that's a perennial playoff guy, maybe he can turn
Maybe
around your
he's
whole
just not like a
organization.
good dude to be around. Maybe he's just not a people guy, and they just shows up in the worst way, where people don't even want to
I don't know. It's weird, bro.
Because
But
I know him and Dable was beefing for a minute before Dable peeled up out of there,
yeah,
or it looked like it was. He's another one too that supposedly might be the OC for the Eagles, or even like, isn't he a candidate for the Bills too? That'd be crazy if he ends up
yeah.
getting
He
that job, man.
interviewed for Buffalo. Like I said, these guys that had a relationship with Josh Allen. So everybody that Josh Allen likes and has a relationship with, they interviewed him. So
And they're
again,
gonna hire too because that he is that
that's what they do.
franchise.
That's what they do. Who do you want, Josh
So
Allen? Because that, like, if they're saying to him, look, we believe that you can win. You know what I'm saying? You have not won, but we believe that you can win. So you tell us who can you win with, and we'll give him to you.
uh,
That's what they're telling me, and that's how they moving to me, and we'll see how that goes. But
we'll see. We'll definitely
I
see.
know he was very emotional because he definitely wanted to win this game, and
Yeah, he said he let his team down. I was like, no, young
yeah.
man, your team let you down. That's how that
Well,
went.
he played like shit. He ain't going over. He played like shit
Come
that
on,
first game.
Shakes. How many times he got to put it on his back though, bro? Somebody got to step the fuck up too, Shakes. Come on, man. It can't be all on him,
I
bro.
get it, yo, but you can't be sitting there throwing interceptions and fumbling and shit like you making
Hey,
Daniel Jones
man.
mistakes that your team
Ah, here we
has to
go.
sit there
Here
and,
we
and, and, and
go.
get themselves out of, bro. It's not fair to the team, bro.
Here we
You
go.
dropped that ball, bro. So now the ownership is like, all right, you know
James
what?
Cook dropped that ball. I
Who
bet.
can
Yeah,
you
you're
win?
right. He
No, he
definitely
dropped it.
dropped that ball.
He dropped it. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? Figurative.
So hold on. So speaking of dropping, because Patrick Mahomes coming back from an injury, Joe Burrow should be healthy as well as him. Predictions for next year. It's gonna be like a little bit of a even playing field. I don't think Patrick Mahomes is gonna be that guy no
I don't
more.
think. I, y'all, it's a lot of people that feel that way, bro. And yeah, he's like, oh, all the Chiefs is going, they're going to take a step back now and all that.
Look,
I doubt it.
I think the
I doubt.
Chargers gonna get a
I
little bit
doubt
better
it.
minus Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert,
They gonna be
man.
amazing. The Chargers are gonna be amazing. To
And
me,
then, like you
they
said,
are
if the
Super Bowl
Raiders got
contenders.
Mendoza with Genti, you know what I'm saying. Plus, the
Denver.
Broncos is gonna get better, so it's not gonna be that easy for that division,
It's not, but
that
we're talking about
conference.
we're talking about the Chiefs. To me, a guy that's going to possibly go down as one of the greatest of all time at quarterback. And you got the coach that's greatest of all time at head coach. So to
Oh, so
me,
he is the greatest of all
well,
time right
well,
now.
to me, um, arguably, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, I still say it's Belichick. Which is another thing. If I was Buffalo, why don't I go after Belichick? Why don't I do that?
Wow,
Why
you
don't I
think they
do that?
want that nonsense up there, bro?
Well, I mean, why not? He been whooping y'all ass for decades, right? Now,
Shit.
and then also, right? If you gonna hire
Oh
a guy
man,
listen, hold on, listen.
I'm
If you
listening.
gonna fire a guy that got you to the playoffs and the AFC Championship perennial years because he didn't get you over the hump, well, who can get you over the hump? Who can? Belichick. So to me, I'm like, bro, why ain't they going after Belichick? To me, it just makes sense to me. But hey, I don't know with Buffalo. They
You know
rather
what,
they rather
Shakes?
they rather interview Philip Rivers. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
and hold on though. Talking about look, that owner definitely got some drama going on over there. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does hire Bill Belichick. That being the case, yo, did you see what he said about Keon Coleman the other day?
Yeah, I seen it. I seen what he said about McDermott and all that. It's just like he's like, I made the decision because I went in the locker room and I tried to talk to Josh Allen and he wouldn't talk to me, and I
He's
tried to shake his
crying.
hand and he's crying and then I looked around the locker room and everybody else is crying and I was like, I gotta make a decision. I gotta make a change.
All I can say is this. Let us have Keon Coleman over here with the Giants. Bring him over here. Him
Yeah.
underneath a hardball, I think that something could happen,
Oh
bro.
yeah, and yeah, with the comment what he said about Keon Coleman, like, oh yeah, that was McDermott. That was McDermott's decision. He wanted
Yeah.
to go
Let,
ahead and
let,
do
let
it.
us have him. That boy's
I was
talented.
like, whoa, like
He
damn, they
bugging.
act like he's a stepchild that they don't want.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Right.
All right, cool. So
Okay.
yeah, pretty crazy. But that's what's going on over there in Buffalo, man. When
Oh,
you don't
Buffalo,
win a damn
Buffalo,
Super
Buffalo.
Bowl
Are we looking at another
and you
Angel Luck type of situation with Josh Allen? That's my question.
to me, I don't know, like Andrew Luck was like he was supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? Like out off the rip from college and all that. Like Josh Allen was a guy that they was like, oh, I don't think he would do it. Like I don't think he got a lot of talent, but I don't know. Like he
But he's
threw
doing it.
I mean, throw too many interceptions. His completion rating was so low, and blah
He
blah
is
blah.
doing
So
it. And I'm
no,
just seeing
he
that
is, and he
franchise
is
and the
one of the top.
organization that running him into the ground right now. That's what I'm seeing.
But that's Buffalo because I mean, dude, like look what happened with Jim Kelly. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's Buffalo, and I don't. This is one of the things that I was saying about this playoffs was like why I was like rooting for them to win it because I'm like if they don't win it now, when are they gonna win it?
when are they gonna win it? Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
what I said
saying?
too.
Cause like
Yeah.
this is their window right here. So, and I believe that the players believe that too. That's why Josh Allen was so emotional. That's why the players were so emotional about it because they knew you can't keep on having this type of caliber of a football team for years and years and years
For
without
years,
the
yep.
cap dismantling your team
Yep.
eventually.
Eventually. Because people gonna want to get paid.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be
Yo,
rough for Buffalo. They
let's
should have
shift
won.
gears real quick a little bit before we finish this off. CJ Stroud, man, what is going on with that young man, bro? Is it getting up to that point where the Texans might have to reevaluate their quarterback situation, Shakes? Is it getting close? Not to say that it's there, but it's getting a little
I
spooky over
don't
there.
know. Like I always you know what I mean we had that war with Bryce Young and Stroud with the crew when that draft was going on and I had Bryce Young as my guy. And that first year Stroud made me look crazy and shit. But um I don't know, ever since then, my boy Young has been taking progression, got him to the
Yeah.
playoffs this year, so
Yep.
I'm kind of winning that back in. You know what I mean? Hindsight now, I'm kind of winning it now. But with Stroud, I'm not like on the train of this boy ain't it. I seen him uh get the job done. I seen him be good. So to me, I don't know what the issue is. Maybe it's the injury and he's still trying to come back and recover from that mentally. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I just don't
I just asked
I
because I
don't
see
think
pundits
yeah.
saying that they would have banked him and all this, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I know.
you
I
know, I
see
don't
all
know
the
about all that.
credits. Yeah, I see all the credits on him and
Yeah.
you know, um which I tooted my horn because of that, because of the whole Young thing. But if I take Young out of the equation and I'm just talking about Stroud, I'm not on a train of this kid ain't it. Like I think that he is a good quarterback. I think he is going to be a great quarterback in this league. Now, will he win a championship? I don't know about all that, but I believe that he could get the job done. And when you got a defense like Houston has a defense,
Who's number
I think
one?
I think you can, you know what I mean? You can win with that type of quarterback with that defense.
Yeah.
You just have to know how to play with him. Try not to put the game so much in his hands. You know what I'm saying? And just let him, you know, manage. And when people say manage the game, it's like, oh, you kind of like Nick Foles. And no, I'm not saying Nick Foles the shit, but what I'm saying is like, if you're a guy that just, you know what I'm saying, make sure that you don't make no mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And you can hand the ball off, run the ball, take control of the game. You know what I'm saying? Play like an Eli. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
When they do need you to fucking make a pass, when they do need you to come through with a big play, then you
boom.
make it. You know what I'm
That's it.
saying? But otherwise than that, we don't need you to do all that. Hand the ball off. Let's have a running game. Let's keep on winning games with this defense. We're good. But when you're asking him to throw 40, 50 times a game, and you like this is the quarterback that he is, I think
Minus
you're
Nico
wrong.
Collins because they didn't even have him out there
You're
too, right?
wrong.
He was hurt. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you're
was
wrong. You're wrong. Tank
crazy.
Dell, all of them, because if
All
you
of them.
remember,
Yeah.
Tank Dell was that guy in that
Yep.
first year why the reason why he was doing the numbers he was doing. Ever since Tank Dell has been done, he's been hurt these past 2 years. So that's another guy that you know what I'm saying. He
Yep.
gets a Tank Dell back in the building or on the field. I think he'll be fine, bro. I think it's overblown.
I agree, man. I think just let them adjust, man. You know, reinforce that O line a bit more because they definitely sold off a couple key pieces over there not too long ago. And just, like you said, man, get Tank Dell back in there. If not, get somebody else in there that can help out Nico as well, man. Because, like you said, the kid has talent. I've seen it before. It's be times, man, Shakes. Damn, bro, he be stinking the bed, bro. Bad, real bad. But I
Because
think he
it's
could,
the game plan is wrong, man.
yeah.
Like I
It's the
said, the
senseis,
game
the
plan
coaching,
is, and
yeah.
no disrespect to Ryan, but he's not an offensive guy, so he's gonna
Nah,
just
he's defense. Yeah,
right. So
definitely.
he's just gonna revert
So,
to the offensive guy, and the offensive guy is having the pressure of this is our franchise quarterback. He should be up there with the number one, yeah, I mean, the top five guys. So, yeah, I mean, you want that guy to be throwing 40, 50 times a game. It's the reason why Shane made the decision that he made with the Barkley. It's like, I didn't sign this motherfucker 40 million a year to hand off to a $16 million quarterback. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
running
right,
back. I
right.
paid this guy 40 something million a year for him to throw 40, 50 passes and had the ball in his hands and motherfucking win his football games. So that I don't think Stroud is that type of quarterback where you want him to throw 40, 50 times a game. You want him to throw 25 to 30. You want him to be running the ball. That's his way. You are controlling the game. You putting the ball in his hands, and that's a mistake to me.
Huh,
No, he's not that
big
quarterback.
time. Nope, at all.
So
Oh man,
with that
I'll
being
tell you who
said,
is
man,
that quarterback though. New Jack City Dart. That's who that quarterback is.
yeah, yeah, Dart, man, Dart just has that. And that's why I try to explain to people when in the draft when it was like, what was he like about y'all? I'm just like, man, he's a football player, bro. That motherfucker's a quarterback, bro. You look at him, he's a quarterback.
You was right,
Man,
man. I gotta give you your flowers on that, man, because I thought you was crazy. Because I was a Sanders guy. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was a Sanders guy. I
he's it,
was.
bro. He's it, bro. I
This
just
boy is it.
you can just
Yeah,
tell.
him
And
and
the thing was,
Scatterball. This is
what
just a
sold it,
pair, bro. That's
what
crazy.
sold it for me though, was that damn scouting combine because when I already knew, like I said, he's my son. I see him and claimed him as my son back when he was in USC. So
Uh,
I watched him even before he went to Ole Miss. Um, so he was my guy, but I knew what type of quarterback he was. I'm like, all right, cool. Like to me, I knew he was a first round quarterback. Now, is he gonna be like top 10? I was like, I don't know about that, but I'm pretty sure he's a first round quarterback. Now, the thing was, when I seen him coming to that combine, pause. When he got and Shador wasn't passing, Cam wasn't passing. He was the next big fish. So everybody was watching him, and everybody was looking at him, and he did not disappoint anybody. The scouts, the media, the people that was covering the damn scout, all they kept doing was, "Oh, look at that! That was a beautiful ball. Oh, that did Jackson Dawkins look good." He put on a performance on that scouting
mm,
combine, and
mm,
that to me sold it. I said, "Oh,
sold it.
wait a minute, shoot, y'all talking about the Shador shit? Shit, Dart.
Shit.
I take Dart, bro. Dart is the truth." So and it was just the way he came into the scouting combine. He had that moxie. He had that look in his eye, like, yo, I'm going to be the best performing quarterback out here. Nobody's going to outperform me. And I don't even think if Shador and Cam would have even do in that camp, I don't even think that they would have outperformed Dart. I still
Mm.
believe that Dart would have been the one that they was like, yo, Dart outshined the both of them and shit. I
He's our
I truly
guy.
I truly believe it, bro. I truly believe it. So yeah,
Remember
I mean,
that?
yeah,
Shout out to
yeah, no,
Dabo.
no,
Thank
for
you.
sure, no, for sure. So yeah, no, Dart is the truth, man. Dart is the truth. I seen that early, but
Yeah,
yeah.
buddy.
With that being said, though, definitely need to go ahead and get some closing statements out because we definitely hit this 2 hour mark. But it's definitely been a good show, man. Where this 2 hours went by fast, man. I didn't even realize it. 2 hours.
Yes,
But
sir.
that's what happens when you got some good content, some good things to talk about, but also just being back, man. We ain't talk no football in a long time. The
In a
season was
minute.
still going on when we last had a show, so it's good to be back, man. We're back in action now. I'm going to be dropping more frequent videos, even if we don't go live. Y'all can check out a lot of videos that I'm going to throw up on Shakes Montana Entertainment on YouTube. Just going to throw out videos, anything that come up in news that I just want to talk about. I'm just going to throw up videos. I'm just going to do it. You know what I mean? So y'all look out for that, man. Definitely go like and subscribe to the channel. But everybody that was on X that listened to us, man, shouts to y'all. Appreciate the love, especially
Much
on,
love.
yeah, I mean, on just the fly. Yeah, I mean, nobody knew that we was gonna do a show. I didn't promote it. I didn't say this. Y'all look out on this day that we gonna do a show. Like we just was like, yo, we doing a show today, and it literally like we just
That's
did a
it.
show. So
We in there. That's it.
yeah, I mean, so yeah,
Yes,
this
sir.
was just definitely on the fly for us to get the viewership that we got, and the people that commented in the comment section, man. We appreciate that, man. Like it's like, damn, soon as we come out, man, pause, y'all there waiting and rocking with us. So we appreciate that. I'm
Much
glad to
love.
see
Much
that,
appreciation. Yes,
and
sir.
I'm looking forward to getting and growing it bigger and bigger with more consistency, with more videos that we throw out. So y'all stay tuned because we definitely gonna do that, man. And
Yes,
I'm gonna
sir.
talk about a lot of shit as well, man. Like not even just football. I'm gonna talk about power. If I got something on my mind about power, I'm gonna just throw it up. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Wrestling, anything that I feel like I want to talk about, I'm just gonna throw them videos up. And if y'all interested, and y'all just tune in, man. But let people know that I'm out here. We back, and Shakes Montana Entertainment. That's on Giants. We got Ghost Dog, Big Talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
One more. What else? You want ABSM, man? Shouts to y'all, man. All the work that y'all done, KMP Productions, all the work y'all done for the show, as well as everything. If y'all don't check us out on the game days, man, we always be chopping it up on game days on the network, and
Oh yeah,
talk
stay
about
tuned
these
for
games.
sure,
So
man. Especially with draft season right around the corner, man. We definitely gonna be evaluating these players from these schools. And pay attention over here and that's on Giants, man. Because I'm pretty sure me and Shakes, we definitely gonna have some names for y'all to be paying attention to for come draft day. So stay tuned for
man,
that.
listen, I got so much, bro. Like
Yes, sir.
that reminds me and shit. Like I'm gonna try to do videos where um I let y'all know like my direction of the team if whatever draft pick we go. Like as far as like if we went Jeremiah Love, what type of moves I would make to have the roster, you know, bode well for that pick. If it was Cardell
Mm.
Tate, I'm gonna do the same thing. If it was Delane, I'm gonna do the same thing. If it's Caleb Downs, I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna just do videos like that, man, and just let y'all know like if that was the pick, what else moves that I would make along with those picks. So I'm gonna let y'all know how the roster shapes up in my eyes or how I would do it. But yeah, y'all look out for a lot of those videos, man. I got a lot of ideas for y'all. So y'all
That's a
stay
fact.
tuned.
Yes,
Y'all stay
sir.
tuned. But shout outs to all the teams that made their decisions. I don't think a lot of teams made bad decisions. I think they made decisions, the correct decision to whatever direction that they want their team to go on. Baltimore made a great coaching hire. The Giants, of course, made the best. Um, I'm interested to see how that goes with Atlanta and Stefanski. I think Jeff Hafley in Miami is a great hire. Um, uh, uh, Pittsburgh with McCarthy. I'm a
That's gonna be
little
interesting.
yeah. I'm a I'm a little comical with that one. I'm like, oh man, because I don't, I'm not a McCarthy fan, and I just think that he lacks in areas. So for the Steelers to make that decision, I understand why they did, but I'm scratching my head like, is it going to work? So we're gonna see. Um, but who ends up in Cleveland or who Buffalo takes? So it, the direction is crazy, man. And I can't wait to see how this goes. But
Me neither.
again, shout outs to all of y'all, man. Shout out to LRP. Uh, he's saying trade for AJ Brown and get love. Like, oh my gosh, this man wants to. That's truly domination. Um, A Train or A Track, excuse me. Shout outs to you. Happy New Year's.
Yo,
And
what up,
yeah,
A Train? Yes, sir.
shout outs to the U. Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of them, right? Let me speak on them real quick as well. Um, I didn't think we would get to the championship. I actually thought that last year's team was better than this year's. Last year's Miami team, I think, was better than this year's Miami team. But so I'm surprised that they went as far as they went. I was happy that they got into the playoffs. But then, like the games that kept going, I was like, all right, I'm just happy that we're in this game, and then we end up beating Ole Miss. And no, actually, we beat Ohio State. Then we beat Ole Miss. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like what? Whoa, wait a minute, like, hold on, we can actually win a chip here, right? And
Mm,
when I seen what
mm,
Indiana
mm,
did to
mm.
that other team, I can't even remember right now. But what Indiana did to them, and I was like, ooh, like this team is scary. Like they was like put up 50 something points against this playoff team, bro. I'm like, what the hell?
Yep.
So I'm like, man, my nephew, like, yeah, y'all ain't got no chance. Like, and I was like, dang,
Dang.
like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, they gonna blow y'all out and all that. And I was like, I'm just sitting there listening, like, all
Chill,
right, cool.
nephew.
You
Damn.
feel me? Like, all right, cool. You feel me? But then when that game came on, I was like, yo, like, we can do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know
Uh,
we can. And it was a great fucking game, man. It was a great game. And as a fan, again, that's all you ask for is to have your team in the championship game and fight all the way to the end. You know what I'm
that's
saying? And
it.
we had a chance to win the game, but the ball was in Beck's hands from that point. And to me, I don't know if I said this on air, but to me, that always scares me. I
He's
rather
not
the
the guy.
ball, he's not, and I rather the ball be in Fletcher's hands, Mark Fletcher, which is another
Mm.
guy. If we don't end up with Love, I swear to God, if we don't end up with Love, we should definitely end up with a Fletcher in the second or third round, bro. Because that dude is a beast, man. 6'2", 240, and runs like, come on, bro.
He grew
Anyway,
up the South.
and he
Okay.
running people over, man. He's
I
running
feel.
people over. He's determined, and he almost punched somebody in the face after the game in the
Damn.
national championship. Yeah, because he wasn't having that. But yeah, I mean,
Okay.
love Mark Fletcher. I love Mark Fletcher. So yeah, if we don't end up with Love, I'm definitely gonna be banging the table for Mark Fletcher. But yeah, I just felt like it should have been in Mark Fletcher's hands instead of Beck's. That's where we win. When we beat Ohio State, or was that Ole Miss? One of those games, we ended. I think it was Ohio State. We ended that
Mm.
that drive like we went down that last drive. We was down, but yeah, I mean, even in losing, we still ran the ball down their throats all the way down the field and scored and to win the game. Pound, 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 pause. But that was Miami's football. That was how I would wanted it to end off was in the hands of Fletcher, but it ended up being in the hands of Beck, and I knew he's going to eventually make a mistake, which he
And
did,
then
do the
and then
interception,
cost
and
him the
that was it.
game.
That was it. But all in all, man, yeah, shout outs to the U. We back, baby. And I'm looking forward to next year. We got freshmen in the building, quarterback. We got highly recruit quarterback. So we're gonna be good for years to come. So I ain't mad, bro. I ain't mad at
I
all.
think I
And
will.
shout outs to the U, man. We gonna get our chip. We gonna get it. But and shout outs to Cristobal, man. I was not a Cristobal fan. I felt like he chokes at the end. But this year he showed me a lot about how he views Miami football, which is old school Miami football, and I love it. So shout out to Mario Cristobal. You are a great coach, and he might get some head coaching interviews in the future. So yeah, look out
Okay.
for that.
Okay. Stay
Yeah.
tuned for that.
But that's about it, man. Closing statements. You want to give a closing statement? People know what's good.
Yeah, man. Just like I said, stay tuned for future content over here at the ABSN. Also at my channel, Ghost Dogs Big Talk. That's Ghost with a zero. And also at Shakes Montana Entertainment, man. Man, look, we back. And we here to stay, right, Shakes?
All the way, bro.
Man, come on now. You
All
know
the
what
way,
time it
bro.
is.
Like
You know what time it is.
I've been waiting for this moment, man, to get back
Yes,
and just
sir.
talk to football
Yes,
and
sir.
not even just that, but like to talk about good Giants football, not just be complaining about
Right.
oh how trash it is and how bad it
Oh,
is.
Danielle stunk it up
Yeah,
this.
man.
Danielle has hurt that. Right.
Yeah, I mean those days is over, bro. So I'm
Joe
just
Judge
happy
can't call a play to
to get
save his
back to
like
this.
this. You know what I mean? Yes. None of that nonsense. And hopefully, well, let me not say that because that's I don't even want to talk about the field goal kicker situation because that's technically how John Harbaugh lost his job. But we'll talk about that another time.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
I'm telling y'all, man, we gotta draft a kicker, bro. I'm tired of this shit. Draft a kicker in the sixth or seventh round,
Yeah, because we've
man.
been
Y'all
going a
keep
couple
on
years
telling me
without a
not
good
to.
kicker, bro. Real
Draft a
talk.
kicker. Gotta do it, yo. It's important. But yeah. Anything else? My bad.
No, that's it, man. Just stay tuned and tapped in, and yeah, man. Salute.
Absolutely. Man. Oh, man, it feels so great to be back, man. Giving y'all good content, giving y'all content. Period, man. It's amazing. Shout outs to all y'all that listen in, man. Shout out. We appreciate that. um, a lot, man. Shout outs to LRP, man. You definitely are a great friend, bro. I appreciate you. And man, shout outs to the New York Football Giants for finally getting this shit right, bro. Like just righting
The
this
New
ship,
York
man,
Football Giants. Yes, sir.
and giving us this feel again, bro. Like we needed this feel again, bro. We needed this. It's a breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just ecstatic and now we're gonna talk about this all the way through, man. And don't let us motherfucking make this higher tomorrow, cause we're gonna have a goddamn show tomorrow and we're gonna talk about it. And
Yes,
if
sir.
one of these assistants go on, we talk about this shit, bro. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? We
sir.
got whatever we hire, we definitely like we gonna follow everything to a
Whoever
T.
we draft, whoever we scout,
Yo, we
man, you know
following
everybody
everything to the T this year, bro. You know what I'm saying? We are not leaving no bones, no meat on the bones, excuse me. We're
at
not
all.
leaving. Not
At
leaving.
all.
We're gonna cover everything. So y'all stay tuned. Please, again, Shakes Montana Entertainment on YouTube. Go like and
Even the nails
subscribe.
on the cross we taking. You heard? That's what it is.
Shout outs to the ABSN as well, man. Y'all
Yes,
go like and
sir.
subscribe over there. Because we are here and we back. We're here to stay. So with that closing statement, shout outs to the old crew, shout outs to the new crew, and shout outs to you. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say for right now because we're gonna be back very, very soon. I know I've been saying that all the time, like, oh yeah, we're gonna be back, and then we gone for like 2-3 months. Like, no, I'm not doing that right now. No, that is not how it's going down this year, bro. It's not going down this way this year. No
2026
more.
is a new year.
No more, y'all. Not doing
It's a
that,
new
y'all. That's why I
year.
had to make sure
Yo,
that when I came back just now, like I'm here to stay. I'm gonna be consistent with it. So yeah, I mean, even if I gotta do a show through my phone, I'm gonna do it, bro. Like we gonna give you this content uh, each and every day. If not each and every day, every other day. But we gonna be here, so y'all definitely gonna want to go ahead and like and subscribe. Man.
stay
But
tuned.
with that being said, man, uh, Harbaugh, new era. I can't wait, man.
So apropos. So apropos.
Like, I want to watch Giant football now, bro. Like, I want to see
Sir.
how he
Mm,
play now. You know what I mean?
mm,
So, with that being said, man, we up out of here. Good night. Y'all
Peace.
stay safe.